was like, the safest place you can be in a hurricane is on a boat.
Is it?
I mean, it sounded sound logic, but then when you see him in his totality, you don't think anything logic can come from that man.
I was the one that was really taking the Harriet Tubman role.
The which role?
Not the Harriet Tubman of trans women. That's the title of this clip.
And I will say this one. They did note why Trump didn't do a 60-minute interview before they started off.
Why didn't he do it?
He said, so according to the journalist, he said he did not want them to fact check him during the argument.
He just wanted to lie unchecked.
Bomb that country into oblivion. And it would stop. And that's been said before with some people. You know,
hold on, did you hear Akash when he said that?
Bomb that country into oblivion.
And it would stop. This nigga eating.
And that's been said before with some people. You know,
he said, and Joe Budden have gone at it. I'm kind of happy about this. Not gonna lie. This nigga Joe was over here tweeting about me this week. Talking about, let's take advice from Fred.
I thought that was so weird.
Your whole life is revolved around talking about other people's lives.
What the fuck do you think your ass is doing on that podcast?
This podcast is sponsored by Graffiti Tax Services. For all your tax preparation needs, you can go to graffititax.com. We're going to put the link right here. It should be somewhere. And yeah, you can head to them during tax season. And if you have any financial or tax preparation questions, head to Graffiti Tax Services. They're our new sponsor. Thank you to Graffiti Tax Preparation Services. That's it.
Man, these companies they really violating now. Like, it's really kind of getting egregious. So I had a friend send me kind of like a meeting that he was in at his job, and apparently they hired like a debt consultant, like someone to discuss you how like to be money management. And he was like, "How are y'all going to have a money manager when y'all paying us barely below like the average of the area?" It's like, nigga, how much? Like, we can't even get apartments by that place that we work at. So you gonna tell me how to manage my money? And it just like, he was just replaying back some of the stuff that's happening. It was just so insulting. Like, that you're gonna have this discussion of like, oh, people don't know what to do with their money, like telling folks not to spend on certain things. Like, to
just pay me enough.
Yeah, like I'm sitting here thinking to myself, like, yeah, it'd be probably easier to get out of debt if y'all paid people more. It's always the onus on the individual and not the company that is putting you in the parameters. Like, you paying somebody $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 a year, but you giving them expenses just to go to your job, just to live, just to make sure they show up appropriate. And expenses is way more than what you're paying them.
These companies, like, it is really insulting, because if you were paying me enough, then you wouldn't be concerned with how I'm spending my money. First, why are you concerned with how I'm spending my money? What was this under the guise of? Like, well, did they tell
He didn't tell me, no. But I think what it is like when you're in certain situations like that, it's kind of like when Walmart was explaining to their employees, like, this is how you get on food stamps. So it's like, we don't have to pay. We pay you just enough so that you can get on food stamps. So
we know that all of y'all are making below the average amount, so we know all of y'all can apply for food stamps and get them.
And I'm sitting here thinking, like, the money, so y'all had to pay this individual to go up to y'all job, so like he got money to speak to y'all. That could have been money that was going back to the people.
I'd rather that. Like,
y'all ain't, and I guess what it is like for like liability's sake, where it's like, oh no, we gave you tools and abilities to be able to work your way out of your circumstance. When it's like, no, you just took part of my money, you threw it in a quote unquote 401k, you 25x'd it, and then gave me 1% of it. Like, no, that's what you did.
Yeah.
That's what y'all getting still into everything hand over fist for. Oh my goodness. It was crazy. I felt bad for him though.
We're consistently fucked.
And then it was funny too, because he was telling me like everybody else was like, they're like, you could just see it was like a haze over the room. Like some of the people were like, what the fuck are these niggas doing? Like, and then there was like that one nigga in there that was like, oh yeah, I can't wait to get some more information on this. Let me send my email. And he was just like, bro, I hate that nigga so much. I want to end that nigga so bad. Oh man.
We have meetings like that at work all the time, where like me and one other coworker specifically will be looking at each other like,
no, that's what jobs
they really
do.
all we need for you to do is pay us.
Yeah.
Like, all the extra hoopla around everything, like, I don't need any help from you but compensation.
They don't want
proper compensation.
I don't ever understand. It's like I'm looking at all these companies and then they support X, Y, and Z celebrity, giving them multi-million-dollar deals. Like, nigga did no work for the company at all. But y'all just paid him more than 85% of your employee base. Like, that's where it gets sick. It gets really sick.
Yeah. You know what else is sick that has nothing to do with this, but I just thought about it? You know, you remember Kelsey did that promotion for Nicki Minaj's sneaker? Mm-hmm. And everyone thought that Nicki Minaj paid Kelsey to do that?
She did it for the look?
Kelsey just bought the shoe and then posted it like she did an advertisement for Nicki Minaj. Nicki had nothing to do with it.
That's crazy.
Absolutely nothing.
So she basically paid for the ad.
Yeah.
Kelsey, that's sick.
Right.
I thought it was maybe like, you know, when Kanye did with Joe, when Joe was talking about his shoes on the show and he cut it up and put it on as an ad. No.
No.
Sick.
Nicki had nothing to do with this.
Okay, so one more
That's
side
a different
thing.
level of hating ass bitch.
No, it is. That's going out of your way for no reason. Because it looked like a real ad. Like, it
Yes.
had like the flares on it, like the light and all that stuff.
And people were calling Nicki all types of corny for this, but Nicki had nothing to do with this. It's just Kelsey being corny.
That's funny. Well, one more thing to add. It's kind of in the same vein of people use it for advertising. So Elliott, he follows us on Twitter too. You know, he posted a video where he talked to Ian, Joe Budden's manager, or audio horrible. I was sitting there thinking to myself, we do a mom and pop podcast and our shit sounds 10 times better than what he put out for thousands of people to listen to. It was insulting. But then he used the clips to promote his IG. So I'm sitting here listening to the horrible audio clips while he's posting to promote his story. And I went to his comment section. Sorry, Elliott, man. Went to his comment section. This ain't the first time he's done this. This is like a regular, because somebody was in the comments like, bro, you're trolling us with this audio at this time. Like, I can't even enjoy what I'm listening to because it sounds so bad. And then they try to put Parks to say he fixed it. All he did was raise the gain.
I don't know what that means, but
just increase the volume of it. That's all. But it still sounded
that
trash.
doesn't help. It just sounds like loud garbage.
Yeah, pretty much. And then like Danny said, you put crap in, crap is only gonna come out.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's get to a little bit of the music.
Your boy Danny is messy.
Oh, we'll get to that later in the show.
Are you tired of paying a lot of money for your vacation? My name is Shirley Proctor, and I am a partner with Tavodian, a traveling membership group. I can help you save time, money, help you and your loved ones see the world.
An amazing and gorgeous co-host, Miss Reality.
Hi, guys.
We're back for another installment. We got to get into a lot, man. As you can see, there's light behind us, so it's one of those morning shows. It's not like our normal setup.
Can they even see light behind us?
They can see it. Yeah, when I sit my screen over, they're gonna see the
okay, yeah,
the curtain over me, and they're gonna see the sun going through it.
It's daytime.
That's what that is, the sun.
We're day walkers.
Because remember when they reacted to that one clip and they seen the sun was coming through and it made the curtains look yellow, and they was like, "Oh, look at the nasty yellow curtain." Like, I'm like, no, it's just sun.
It's just sunlight.
Sorry, you're not used to seeing it.
Go
man.
touch some fucking grass. Maybe you'd get used to it.
It would look like that's what it looks like behind me though. The sun is just shining through. But let's get into some shit, man. We got to at least talk about these hurricanes to start off. I think that's probably the best place to start with.
I've been obsessed with Hurricane Milton.
You've been obsessed for a minute.
I have been watching the news and on hurricane trackers and stuff like that for mad long. There's a couple people on TikTok that I was keeping track of. Lieutenant Dan. You know who Lieutenant Dan is?
Yes, I've seen that.
That's his name.
That's not his real name.
But that's what he's known as.
They calling him that because they're making fun of him.
Oh.
You know what Lieutenant Dan's from?
No.
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump. Yeah. So he stayed in his boat for
the whole night.
He stayed in his boat for Hurricane Helene. Mm-hmm. And then people were trying to get him to leave for Milton, and he said he wasn't going. There was another white woman in a concrete house that her husband built. Hold on.
Before we leave Dan. So they asked Dan, "You not worried?" He was like, "The safest place you can be in a hurricane is on a boat."
Is it?
I mean, it sounded sound logic, but then when you see him in his totality, you don't think anything logic can come from that man. But it was just like, he's like, all it is the water gonna go up. I have everything. So the only thing I need to worry about is water getting into the boat.
Yes.
He was like, besides that, the water rises, the boat gonna rise. So I mean,
yeah, but what if the boat starts going somewhere you don't want it to go?
Well, he had it tied up. So he was saying that the tide and the anchor that he had was underneath.
Was good enough?
That's what he believed.
Hopefully Lieutenant Dan is
thought
fine.
he was Noah.
He really did.
Yeah, he raised like $40K in GoFundMe.
For what?
They're buying him a new boat. They said, I think Aiden Ross said that. Everybody
Did his last boat get damaged? He was fine last time.
He just want a bigger boat. I mean, nigga, you see how small that shit is?
Yeah.
That nigga needs something a little bit. I know he put his one leg out. You know what I'm saying? Nigga got sea legs though. Real shit. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Obviously, yeah.
I just want to be. I'm kind of upset because if we was like a bigger, we could focus on doing content like 100% of the time. I would have definitely sent him a prosthetic leg and said, "You got new legs, Lieutenant Dan."
Yeah, so Lieutenant Dan is completely fine. He stayed on his boat from Milton.
They had bets,
he gave
too.
an update afterwards, so he's safe.
They had bets about him too. Who was your other lady? I know you had like 5 people that you just like have now like have a
no. So the other lady
parasocial relationship with.
The other lady that I was looking at, so she had like 4-5 feet of water on the first floor of her house. And Helene, her house is like 4 floors. She's rich as fuck. It's a beachfront property. And the house is completely built of concrete. So she made a TikTok and she was basically like, we're staying here, blah, blah, blah. People were making fun of her. She made a second TikTok and she was like, you guys are going to be mad. This is my house. Basically saying, I'm rich as fuck. She was basically like, we are rich enough to stay here. We have the resources to do so and nothing is going to happen to us.
Was she in Tampa? Was she like Tampa?
Yeah, she was in Tampa.
Okay.
And she was literally waterfront property, her boats and everything, like pools and all that stuff. She said that her husband built the house himself and like a commercial property, but it's a residential and it's completely built from concrete. She was like, they should be fine. When I looked this morning, it looked like she was right. They were fine. The hurricane wasn't as bad. The storm surge wasn't as bad as everyone had predicted, like meteorologists and everything. So it didn't end up being as bad as everyone thought it was going to be.
I mean, it was still a lot. They said like a couple $100 billion.
It was still a lot, but compared to what was projected to happen, it was way less than.
I think they did a good job. I mean, this is one of those instances where like government really reacted the right way, and now the community's going to see this like it was just us placating and trying to act like it was something bigger than it was. Because to me, this is some of the best government response. Did you see the episode of West Wing they did on CNN?
No.
They had Biden come on. He's sitting there like an episode. This is like an episode of West Wing where he's sitting there at the desk. They set up for him as a makeshift presidential desk they had for him. And he's talking to Kamala. Then they go talk about the hurricane and what their response is going to be. Then they have like all of these specialists come on the screen. So now it's like a Zoom meeting with Biden. And I'm sitting here like they cutting to each person. They're telling them us, and they got their nice little statement to say. I'm like, oh snap! Like,
and these are experts that like if you live in an area that gets hurricanes a lot, then you know who these people are, and you know that when they come up, then it's time for you to like take shit seriously.
To me, I felt though seeing that they took that real political. They made that at that moment was trying to make it political because they did a lot of highlighting of Kamala trying to show that has leadership qualities. It was nasty, really. It was really a political ad for like 30 minutes on CNN. Oh my goodness, it was crazy. And then what else was going on with the storm process?
There were a bunch of people who just decided not to evacuate.
Yeah, I saw a group of people that's kind of dangerous.
A lot, because so Florida is categorized by zones, and like depending on which zone you are, zone A and stuff, you definitely have to evacuate. It goes down to F. If you're in F, you're probably fine. But there were people in A zones, B zones that were like, yeah, we're staying here.
Yeah, but no, they were also talking about that because they were addressing some of the misinformation because they talked about how there was shelters for them to go to if they couldn't leave.
But if you were watching the actual news like I was, like I knew from the start that there are shelters.
But people don't listen to the news. Most people are getting their stuff from the internet. So even when they was bringing up the whole
doing that
750, remember when they was talking about that? People only getting 750
from FEMA?
Yeah, he was addressing those lies. And again, it was pretty much what I said. It's just the budget has to get increased and whatnot. They have to pull from other resources. He just misspoke when he said that. And it sounded so horrible. But no, they was addressing a lot of that. I'm saying it gave me a little bit of confidence just to see that kind of response because I've never seen that type of response
because there hasn't been
a hurricane.
there hasn't been a hurricane that was predicted to be this bad since Michael.
Or Irma was another one that
And
surprised
Irma was
people.
really bad too.
But
yeah.
that surprised a lot of people.
So it was sitting in the Gulf of Mexico just picking up water and power, and it was just sitting there for mad long, and it was scary as fuck. I was like, what is it doing?
They also addressed your girl Marjorie, beach blonde.
Remember her?
She said they're causing the storms. She didn't announce who the they was. But
Who is the they? Give us the receipts. Like, if you're in the government and you talking about they are doing this, give us the receipts, please.
Let me just explain
Because
something
we want to believe you.
Let me explain something to y'all, because they're showing this little CIA individual who's discussing geoengineering. And there's a part where he talks about changing like different weather areas. What they're saying is not that they're changing the weather. What they're putting into the sky is going to cool the earth, and then that's going to cause weather conditions to change in other places, because that's what happens when the climate changes, not when you put stuff up in the air and it changes the weather. Like, that's what they're saying. So I just want to make sure people know there's nobody changing the weather. Okay. The problem is we don't get enough of the actions that we saw in Tampa.
It was amazing in Florida.
I mean, just to see that response.
There were trucks and like cops driving through the streets making announcements that people should evacuate. Here in Georgia, if you were going to work the past couple days, the interstate.
I want to talk about that too. Florida people, you didn't have to go this far to Atlanta. All y'all had to do was go like 5-10 miles inland.
So that's y'all can locally you can locally evacuate
y'all
to the shelters.
Florida people are stupid. I'm sorry.
Let's not call them stupid after they've been devastated by 2 storms back to back.
I'm saying the fact that these motherfuckers is traveling, because this is happening in Tampa, Orlando. That's like 8-10 hours from Atlanta. You didn't have to drive that far.
You didn't have to come all the way
to
up
Jacksonville,
here.
my nigga. Like,
and then the parts that were closest to Georgia were not predicted to be affected as badly.
It was just rain, heavy rain.
Yeah.
Like I said, when I used to go out in school when I was in college, we was really right by the border, so we used to get those little rain and all that stuff. Like, but I checked back then. I checked it yesterday. They didn't get no weather. It literally was like at the border of Florida where the weather started.
It literally, like, most of the time when Florida gets really bad weather, Georgia is affected too. We'll have like cloudy skies, maybe like some rain. Yesterday,
probably one of the best days of the year, young.
It was beautiful out.
It was like one of the best days.
So that's how I know for a fact that it wasn't in northern Florida. It was more like central.
It was central.
Yeah, central Florida.
And
that was affected.
It gets even nastier though when we talk about what was going on pre the storm hitting. Disney was disgusting.
Disney would not let their workers evacuate, right?
Apparently their plan was to let them leave on the 9th. And I think they did officially close. This is the first time they did an official closure for Disney since like, I believe it was like 78, 77.
They didn't close during like Irma or
this was
Michael?
The first of them like doing an official closure before the storm they've ever done, like in like I said, 50, 60 years.
That's crazy.
Like, I was sitting there, it was folks who like literally had to go to work with the storm slowly but surely making its way to a city south of them.
The whole time I was like obsessively watching this hurricane, I was like, I have a feeling it's not going to be as bad as they're like, I was hoping and praying that it wasn't going to be as devastating as they predicted it to be. And I'm glad it wasn't.
If I was a worker in Florida, I would take note to what DeSantis did with the ports, threatening to open them up using the National Guard, and then here not requiring that they close an amusement park.
That's not essential whatsoever.
A natural disaster is about to come in a few days, and not allowing these people to leave. Like, I understand the medical people that need to stay, the first responders that need to stay. That makes sense, but not the Disney folks. That's sick. Also, I saw a stupid story the other day too. I don't know if this is true.
Somebody. There were people who had flights to Miami to Disney. Like the carnival was supposed to be this week, the Miami Carnival, and niggas was still flying into Florida. Like, this lady was like, oh, even though there's a hurricane, we've had this Disney trip planned for months.
Stupidity.
So we're still gonna go. So fuck them people who work at Disney.
And I heard they was price gouging the plane tickets to get out.
They were price gouging the plane tickets and they were price gouging the hotels.
Just to get, that's what I'm saying. And y'all are going to, according to Kamala, she said that y'all niggas are going to be punished for that. She said, like, that shit is egregious.
Yeah.
Taking advantage of people in this situation that is definitely horrible. But
because the mayor in Florida actually took all the tolls and stuff away on the highways and stuff so people could just go.
So I want to hear this for you. What you think about this? So I saw this story. I think this was the stupidest thing in the world. Okay, so it was a woman. She couldn't get leave because she had to work. She was in the hospital. She worked in the hospital. Her husband took the 2 kids, took them back and gave them to somebody else, another family member, and went back and stayed with his wife in the hospital through the storm. The fact that you even making that face is so disappointing and scary.
Like, the hospital is one of the safest places you can be during one of these storms. Why? Like, my thing is, if something happens to both of you, then your child has lost both of their parents.
And that's what I'm thinking. That's the stupidest thing that you could do. Kobe Bryant, they had said beforehand, before his passing.
I made that face though, because there's nothing that's gonna happen to him in the hospital.
Just saying, we don't know that. But Kobe Bryant and his wife, they used to have a thing where the helicopter situation, they never got on the same time. If one got on in the air, the other one had to be on the ground until that person communicated to them that I'm safe. Mm-hmm. Because that was like the thing. Like, why would you want to put yourself? People were like romanticizing this. Like, oh, he's so romantic. No, he is stupid. And I hope there's not a real story, but that is stupid. I'm sorry. If one of us got to stay, don't come back.
There are those people who are like,
it'd be different if they didn't have kids.
There are those people who put their wife before their children. Like, there are those people who do that 3 umbrella thing, like the God and then your husband and then your kids. So he's probably one of those people who's like, we can make more of those.
But fuck them if something happens, like some shit falls on us at the hospital.
I'm just trying to like.
No, that's stupid.
It's a different thought process. But I'm trying to see like what he was thinking. Maybe.
No, the logic is this: the kids need a parent, at least one, or they're going to go into the system, and it fucking sucks. So no, one of those parents need to live. If one can get off and the other one can't, hey, salute, text, FaceTime. I'm gonna have the kids, or vice versa. Like, that's not intelligent. Like, I'm sorry, at the end of the day, the kids are the priority, regardless how you level it out. The kids being alive are the priority. It's not like we talking about
for them though, it might have not been.
That's sick, yo. That's sick.
Like, he was like, fuck these kids. I know my wife longer. I want to save her. I want to protect her.
Sick, that's disgusting. Then don't like those are the people that shouldn't have kids.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%.
If you're not going to put the kid over the significant other, please just leave the procreating to the rest of us.
There is literally a whole school of thought.
No, I've heard
a bunch of people that put their spouse before their children.
That's fucking insane.
And it's a good majority of people.
It depends on a certain situation. I can understand.
Like, if I'm giving birth and I'm about to die and it's either save me or save the baby, fuck the baby. Kill the baby.
Yeah, for sure.
Kill the baby immediately. Don't even think about it. Save me. We can make another baby.
No, I
in that situation, yeah.
No, I understand on that. The kid. My thing's this: the kid,
I haven't even met it
if
yet.
you're a religious person, kid get to go to heaven. He ain't even got to go through life. He get to go to heaven. He's straight.
There's ghetto here, anyways.
Yeah. So I mean, there's no point of ending somebody who's didn't had to go through the 10 year of living. I just think that it's crazy that anybody would put themselves in a predicament to now their kids be orphans. I hope you got a good life insurance. Like, that's what the shit out my conversation would have been like. Pops, before you go back, like, is the life insurance paid up? Are we good? Do we need to add some installments, my nigga? Like, because that shit, y'all niggas go, nigga, we need to be up. Like, for real. But again, man, I just want to tell everybody who's, going through the problems and situations out there, man. My thoughts are with you. Her prayers are with you. I don't believe in that, so sorry. But
you didn't have to tell them again.
I'm just wanting to
make
sure.
My prayers are with you guys.
I didn't want them to think I'm being an asshole.
I feel like my prayers made Milton not as bad.
It wasn't the response from the government and elected officials
who
fucking did their job for the first time in their life.
The government had nothing to do with the fact that it ended up not being as strong of a hurricane.
But they did have an effect on making sure things didn't flood.
I'm talking about the hurricane itself.
But it don't be the hurricane.
My prayers were divine enough to lower the power of the hurricane by nature. That is what I'm telling you. And I don't want you to bring up the government. We're talking spirituality.
And what I'm
because
telling
I am
you,
a woman of God.
No, you're not. Fucking liar, yo. That nigga, if he was real, he would have struck you right when you said that.
First of all, I believe in God.
Doesn't mean you're a woman of God.
I be apologizing to God for sinning sometimes.
So did a whole bunch of other people I can think of in the Bible that end up going to hell.
That's like baseline Christianity. Just say sorry. Forgive my sins, please, Lord.
Baseline Christianity is sick. All right, let's wrap this up here. You got anything else you want to add to the people?
No,
the hurricane?
Stay safe, and I hope y'all are good. And I'm glad Haiti is fine. Cause I saw the way it was going, I was like, "Fuck!" But now it's a category 1 now, so it's fine. But I saw that and I was like, "Lord, have mercy. We do not need a natural disaster."
Yeah, no, for sure not.
And that's it.
All right, so let's see what else we got to get into. So the candidates have been doing their interviews. It's beefing up. We know the election is a few more days next month.
Yeah, next month.
A few more weeks away.
When's election day? The 23rd?
I always thought it was the 11th.
The 11th? Okay.
Because it's usually like the second Tuesday or in the month.
Okay.
So that's when I believe it is.
I got a trip planned. If the country is going to be in civil unrest, I don't know.
You're not leaving the country?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to be traveling within the country's borders. If I was leaving the country, that'd be fine.
Well, you'll probably remain with the union if you go up north, so you'll be all right. But no, like I said, they've been doing a lot of different interviews now. It's been kind of catching up. I want to do a kind of discussion of like a little bit of the juxtaposition. This is what I was going to set it up. Ended up not working. So I was going to say, look at Kamala Harris doing the 60 Minutes interview, and then Trump is doing the Andrew Schultz interview. And I'm thinking to myself, look, who's the serious candidate here? But then I realized a few days beforehand, Kamala sat down with Call Her Daddy.
Yeah. They're obviously trying to get like the internet people, the younger people who don't touch grass.
We can start with the Kamala stuff and then get into the Trump.
I didn't consume either of these interviews, so.
No, I definitely watched both of these interviews. I will say one came off slightly better than the other, but there was just a lot of like cuts that I could just see. Just as somebody who edits content, I can tell when they've cut out certain things or they've changed certain things around. So when I'm watching this Kamala one with Call Me Daddy. She's
Call Her Daddy?
Well, no, that's Call Me Daddy.
Call Me Daddy?
Yes.
Okay. I thought it was Call Her Daddy.
It could be Call Her Daddy. I thought it was Call Me Daddy. Once they were talking there, I could just see like there was very focus of the women. They were talking about, abortion, things of that nature. But Kamala herself is just, she doesn't resonate outside of being seen as a figure of authority for me. Like, I don't really see her. Is it Call Her Daddy? Okay. I don't really see her just when she tries to do the personable stuff, it feels so forced. It feels like she's not being a real person. Like the way that her voice does the little inflection. Like, she reminds me of family members I have.
That's what I was going to say. I don't feel like Kamala is personable, like, for myself. Like, I don't think she reminds me of myself, but she definitely reminds me of a bunch of black women I've met, aunts, like professors.
Yeah, no, she reminds me of similar personality for it, but then again,
she's a prototype that we are, we've adjusted to.
But those usually the aunts that like call the police on you just because you got weed in your pocket and stuff like that. They the ones who like, you may have took a beer before you left the party, and she calling the police saying you doing a DUI. Like, that's the kind of energy I feel.
She give you like that type of energy?
Yes. Like, that's what I feel like. I feel like she is somebody who will sell you out for the system because she has the greater goal of forwarding the system.
I feel like she might be the aunt that catch you doing something, say she not gonna snitch, and then tell your parents immediately.
Yeah, I mean that's the same.
But
that's
not
even
the
worse.
Police.
That's even worse though. I mean, in a situation, the parents are your police in that situation.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. They told an authority. She'll tell an authority figure on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. No, she gives me that 100%.
It definitely feels like, like when you've ever talked to somebody who dated like an officer, or they played, they didn't bring them around to certain events because they know certain things are going to be around. Like, it feels like somebody that you can't really be comfortable and ingratiate yourself with.
That is something I've never really thought about. Like, if you're dating a cop and then you don't want to bring them to the party because everybody back there is smoking weed or something like that, I'd be like, this is something that you're gonna have to just suck it up and don't say shit. Like, you gonna have to be around my niggas. They go smoke weed. Like,
but she just seems like
you're not on duty.
Who values the system to a fault, and it just, like I said, I don't think it's good for her to kind of do these kind of interviews. They noted that in there, where it's like she doesn't do long form interviews like this, and I see why. She sounds like an authoritarian. Like, she sounds like a very pro police, but like, just hearing the conversation she was having, it wasn't like they talked about any of this kind of stuff. It was all like female, empowerment shit. But
it was the one clip I saw from it was Alex, I think.
That's her name, Alex Cooper.
Asked her about there was like a congresswoman or somebody who said that Kamala is not humble because she doesn't have her own children.
Mm-hmm.
And then Kamala was like, first of all, not all of us strive to be humble. And I was like, ate that period. I don't need to hear nothing else. But then she went on to say that like her stepkids are her kids and they're a family and all that. That's the only thing I saw from that.
So the 60-minute one gets a little interesting because, and shout out to my boy Bill Whitaker, established journalist out there. He actually did her interview in 2023, at the end of 2023, when they were talking about getting ready for the election. And she said, it's so funny. It was so hilarious because I accidentally watched her old one. Before I watched the new one. Mm-hmm. So for one thing, it was weird because they were talking about Israel and like the conflict they were describing was exactly again what's like nothing's changed within almost a year.
Like we've been saying that for a long time. Like this conflict has been going on for a very long time and it didn't start with a Hamas attack. But continue. That's not what we're talking about.
But yeah, so then they talk about that and then she says with her entire chest that Joe Biden will be running for president. He will be here and around. It is just hilarious.
She didn't know that nigga was gonna die.
Yeah, but she was just saying the company line. She knew that nigga was going through some shit. But it was just so crazy just to see the conviction she says it. Then I realized I'm watching the wrong one. Go to the original. I go to the one that's going on now. And I will say this one. They did note why Trump didn't do a 60-minute interview before they started off.
Why didn't he do it?
He said, so according to the journalist, he said he did not want them to fact check him during the argument.
He just wanted to lie unchecked.
Like Trump's like logic of, oh, I don't want you to say fact check. I hope he didn't say that. I hope he meant like lie or something like that. I hope he didn't tell them to fact check me.
Yeah.
But then again,
that's what Vance said during the debate.
That's what I was about to say. Vance said that. So I'm sitting there like, these niggas really want to just sit here.
They're stupid. And he fucked the couch.
And lie with impunity. Like that shit was insane. And he also wanted 60 minutes to apologize, I guess, for a story they did prior about him. They wasn't doing none of that. So they just said, hey, we fact check everybody, but he didn't want to do it. I thought it was stupid in regards to just the fact when they started talking about Israel that this is what happened, right? So she does this long word salad in the original posting of the video where she's talking about, the things that we're working towards and not answering the question. No, she did that a bunch of times too.
But yeah, that's what politicians do though.
She's the queen of it. She just doesn't answer. Her and Trump do a good job at it, but she does it very political like.
Yeah, and he just says words.
Yeah, he admitted to it. He even talked about it on the show. But he called it doing the weave. But no, so she talks about that, and it's very clear she's a pawn for Israel. So if anybody believes anything otherwise, because they edited it too, where she said, we just need to end the war. And it's like, that's not what you feel. You feel like you're going to do what your Israeli people tell you to do. She's clearly a pawn for Israel. They exposed her on the flip-flopping of all her topics. She did, do the whole, well, I'm just here to learn more information and my, ideals can be altered with more information, but I'm not going to flip-flop on what things I stand for.
It's like, okay if
you're doing that. I mean, if you have good reason for it.
Yeah,
but
I think it's healthy to change your mind about things once new information is presented to you.
Yeah, but
that's what you should do.
A lot of times it's not new information when it's just new donors. This is when they changed their mind. That's the important part of it. And then she already knew. This is when I knew she wasn't going to get my vote. But this is what me how I feel about shit like this.
Yeah,
I've already exposed that too. That's why it's funny when people are commenting on my comments on Trump and stuff. Like
you're for Kamala.
Yeah, they're dumbasses who don't clearly watch the show and see that I've spoken
this man is
plenty about
Steinhead.
Wake it up, Green Party. But no, she said the word that just it closed it for me. I'm a capitalist. Once she said that, I know I'm done. I'm not with her. I'm not voting for her.
Yeah.
That was just the main thing for me.
That's our economic system, though.
I mean, I understand what she's trying to play the politics the way that she has to. But again, my biggest fear with her, because I noticed her doing this too with her hand, the Obama thing. She's like, to me, it feels like we're just getting a carbon female clone of Obama.
It doesn't feel like that at all.
It feels definitely like that to me.
It doesn't I don't feel the same way watching Kamala speak that I did
you're
when
talking
Obama.
About and being inspired. I'm talking about policy and how the actions are going to be set up. I don't see that doesn't work for me anymore. I've grown past where you can't inspire me anymore. Yeah. I'm listening to what you're saying.
Yeah.
And if what you're saying is the same bullshit that I've been hearing beforehand, then I'm straight off of it. So that's what I mean. Where she's doing the same mannerisms. She's literally looking at the Obama playbook, and she's never going to be that galvanizing. I mean, unfortunately, like it's largely due because she's a woman. That's just not going to be how people are going to feel.
I don't think it's because she's a woman. I think a woman could be even more galvanizing than Obama was because of the fact that she's a woman. I think that she's not going to be that galvanizing because of how she got into the position of being the person who's running against Trump. We didn't vote her into this position. I think a woman could possibly be even because it's a woman. Like,
well, see, galvanizing is a different thing than inspiring. Inspiring, women can be up there and be an inspiring story to people, but galvanizing is turning you into essentially like a warrior for it. And I don't see her turning men. I'm talking. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't see her turning men. Unique. That's the largest.
No, but I do think that a woman, just in general, there might be a woman if she does get to Kamala's point from us just voting her in, like she could be even more galvanizing than Obama was.
The reason why,
if she naturally gains that traction with us.
The reason why I just disagree, I just think it's harder for a woman to gain that kind of spirit from a man as a leadership.
That's why if she does get in that position, then it's going to be a completely different thing. That's why I think it might be even more intense.
What I'm saying, I think what you're missing the point is regardless of position she gets put into or whatever positions that she's done, the men that is needed to give that effect of being galvanized they're not going to fall for it for her. Because it's just like men want to follow. Unfortunately, for a lot of guys, they want to follow a man that they
gay.
I was going to say
gay. You want to follow men? My bad. Bleep that out.
See, young. They want to follow men that they would aspire to be like. That's what I'm saying.
Gay.
And Obama has that more than
you want to touch butts.
A lot of other guys do. But we can get into Trump now. So Trump didn't do any kind of recent media with anybody established or like, who's going to check him on anything that he says. He went to Andrew Schultz.
Let's do a real quick callback. Right? Because remember when I said this type of podcast, I'm so confused as to why the fuck Shits and Gigs was on there in the first place. And then soon after they have Trump on the show. This is a podcast that would have Trump on the show, and you have a fan base of mostly black women, and then you brought your dumb black asses on that show to do it. For what? Why were you there? Trump was there after you. There's no way.
After them, but I feel you.
There's no way that me and Trump are going to be on the same platform, though. Like, why are you on the same platform?
You would go on The View.
I wouldn't go on The View. I wouldn't go on The View. Them bitches would piss me off. They would piss me.
If you were
clean
selling
off.
a book, you go on The View.
What? I would. You know how much media prep I would have to do to go on The View.
I mean, you would go on there.
I would
Trump
go on
was
The View against my will.
I'm just saying, Trump was on The View.
Like,
so don't say that. There's going to be some stuff. You would go on more shows that Trump had been on than not. Because a lot of those like Fox and all that stuff, that'd be stuff that we'd be using to promote something for. So
why would we be promoting on those platforms
when we're
black
something?
people?
Because we'll be selling something. The white people buy stuff from black people.
We would be on ABC News, not Fox
Stop acting
News.
like this. Stop acting like if you came up with some idea or we developed some type of product and it just so happened to be popular with white women, you wouldn't be jumping on the shows to do that. You would do that.
Not on platforms that I'm like.
I'm talking about general platforms that would have promotion like that.
Okay, yeah,
That's
sure.
what I'm saying. But no, he sat on there with Schultz and Akash. You and Schultz for the first 10 minutes of that podcast gave the most disgusting brand of fellatio I've ever seen two straight claiming men with wives to do. It was disgusting.
Those
how
spit
vile.
bubbles?
It was. Schultz had the shaft and Akash had the balls. The entire first part of that interview. Like, I'm talking about Andrew couldn't stop cheesing. His fucking teeth was about to fall out of his mouth, how hard he was smiling. Akash, he thought that was this white savior in front of him. He, like, you see how he kind of generally, especially in the olden days, he would act very impressed of Andrew. Oh
I don't know. The only thing I know Akash from is that one comedy special that he did.
Let's just say whatever he looked at Andrew, it was 100-fold for Trump. Like, these guys was letting him get any shit off. He was just making up shit, lying, talking about he gave them his tax returns. I did one Google search. It's like, nigga, no, they forced you to give out the tax returns, and you still haven't provided everything. It was in
court.
Yeah, and he still hasn't provided everything. He's the only president to never have submitted his tax returns since I think it was like Eisenhower. They said, but hold on, let me Let me pull this clip up because this was probably the most nastiest part of it.
Yeah.
Years.
Yeah.
They went to the United States Supreme Court. I gave them tens of thousands of pages, and you never heard about it again.
Well, that is what often happens, which is probably incredibly frustrating, which is lobbying an ally.
So that was what they were talking about in regards to the taxes. And he said he gave them all this. So I went into a CBS News. They said Trump on Friday, this is like 2 years ago. Trump on Friday accused Democrats of having unconstitutionally released his returns. So he didn't want to give it to him. And he was the first president since Richard Nixon to not release his tax returns.
Of course it was Nixon.
The one who got impeached. Or he didn't get impeached, my bad. He was the one who was threatened to be impeached.
Yeah.
Because once I say that, they're going to kill me in the comments.
Recent presidents. History, dumb fuck.
And then the last sentence here says, recent presidents released their tax returns voluntarily. So he was forced to do it. Let me see. I got some more stuff right here. I thought this was pretty interesting how he felt about your boy Biden. And because they talked about, he had assassination attempts and things like that. So let me get this one going here. This one is crazy. What he asked Biden.
I think it's hilarious.
And Biden, if he were a real president,
Hold on, let me let you hear this. You got to listen to this. So this is what he's talking about. What he felt Biden should have did once he had the assassination attempt on him.
And Biden, if he were a real president, if he were the kind of guy he should be,
Yeah.
should say, if anybody shoots a former president who's now the leading candidate, even though he's leading against Democrats, we will bomb that country into oblivion. And it would stop. And that's been said before with some people.
Hold on. Did you hear Akash when he said that?
And it would stop.
Hold on. Here it goes.
Bomb that country into oblivion. And it would stop.
This nigga eating.
And that's been said before with some people.
He said, Hold on, let me see. But I thought that's adorable. He wanted Biden to spin about him.
He said, "You didn't ride for me.
You didn't." He said, "If you was a real nigga, you would have took the missile, the M12, nigga, and spent the block on them brown boys, dog. They out here put their hands on me, even though they was pasty white men."
Who is Trump saying is behind his assassination attempt? So what country?
They asked him about that, right? They asked him, "Who do you think was behind it?" He said, "Well, and he does this thing where he self-described, said he's weaving. Meaning he's not addressing the question at hand and just completely talks around and didn't even answer.
You don't even have an idea of who you want bombed. You just want somebody bombed.
He just felt like somebody had to spin about him. Like, when I bring this information to you, somebody tried to kill me, somebody should have just died.
He said we have the same cloth. We we're both about to be former presidents. And if somebody did that to you, I would ride for you. So you should have rode for me. That's hilarious.
Overall, though, this was a pretty...
Trump is a bad bitch, obviously.
I mean, and that's the thing. Where my takeaway from it is like, I'm gonna lie, I did enjoy the interview from a humor standpoint.
Of course,
but that's the problem.
That's really it. That really is the problem, because every time I listen to Trump speak, he pisses me off, but I get a good laugh.
Like my president shouldn't be a good podcast hang.
No,
like it just shouldn't be it.
Like, whenever Obama sits down and talks, like, that nigga charismatic as fuck. Like, I like hearing him talk.
But there's a different level of being like charismatic, and then other one just
he's
being
just
like,
a crash out.
Yeah, like
unhinged.
Just being unruly with it. Because it's funny too. He needed this Schultz interview like really bad, because there was some information that came out right before this Schultz interview came, where they had Trump with the Jews. He had the Hamakon and everything.
The yarmulke?
What I call it, Hamakah?
Yeah.
No, yarmulke. He had the yarmulke on.
I grew up in New York. So.
I didn't know if I needed to, like, cause I seen Charleston White talking about him. He called them the foos. So I didn't know if I need to change what they were so they know what we're talking about.
Don't repeat anything Charleston White calls anybody.
He was on the Palestinian side. I was with him with that.
I just feel like, if Charleston uses any terms to describe anybody, it's pretty safe to not repeat that.
I just want to say this. You stupid MAGA Republicans who think that Trump is somewhere trying to collude and manipulate these Jewish oligarchs, y'all are fucking retarded, okay? I just want y'all to know that. He is getting used. You know why? Because they're his donors, just like Kamala. So they get money from the same people. I think y'all need to understand and realize that. This man is not on the side that you think it is. He wants to go to war with Iran. He wants to go
war
blow the
is
fucking
extremely profitable for the government.
He wants to blow shit up. Hold on, let me bring in. I thought
and
this
then
was
also,
hilarious.
like I think we all need to realize that presidents are puppets. Like they want to come in and do the things that they want to do. They might be a little bit what's the word I'm looking for? Like they don't know what's going to happen when they get into office, and they might go in a little bit idealistic, but eventually they're just going to be puppets.
Let me tell you
I
how
don't
much,
think there's any change that can be done.
Let me show y'all how much he disappointed his extreme right-wing base in regards to. So this is Nick Fuentes.
He disappoints them a lot, though.
This is Nick Fuentes right here. Nick Fuentes has already been on the ledge, and this is like him finally coming out like, hey, it's over with.
Clearly, this whole Trump movement is just a big Israeli scam. That's all. Maybe that's all it was. It's hard for me to believe that because I was a part of it and I believed in it and I loved it. But it's starting to feel like that's maybe what it always was with all of these people. And I'm not going to vote for Israeli gangsters. I'm not going to vote for Jewish Israeli gangsters and Chabad Lubavitchers who think I don't have a soul. Jewish supremacists, people that want us to go to war with Iran. I'm not going to vote for it. I'm not going to encourage other people to vote for it. That's, and they say, well, he'll win anyway or something. So be it. So be it. I'm part of a different movement. I'm a different movement now. I'm seceding from MAGA. And they'll welcome it.
Seceding from MAGA is hilarious.
That's so sick.
Fine. I can't support any of that. And I'm not a Democrat. I'm never going to support Kamala. But I can't support Trump anymore. I'm not going to support infinity immigration and war with Iran. It's not what I signed up for.
Infinity
I signed up for an
immigration.
end to the Middle East wars. I signed up for building a wall, putting Americans first. None of these policies are America first. And by the way, for everybody that says, well, he's only doing this for the sake of the election or something, the war in Israel is unpopular, yet he'll support it anyway because they'll pay him. He will support the unpopular war in Israel because they will give him lots of money. He will not support pro-life, although because it is unpopular, and Catholics are supposed to just deal with it. If you're a Jew and you want Trump to support your unpopular policy, he'll bend over backwards and you give him all this money and it works. If you're a Catholic, well, you just have to...
I have a couple questions. Mm-hmm. You would think that the MAGA group would be behind Israel because they're bombing brown people.
Yeah, not as much so as they used to, because it
surprises me a lot that like the MAGA people are against, like they're calling Jewish people like gangsters and thugs and stuff. Like,
no, but what it is that they're saying, what a lot of them take a stance of is they don't want America to go into other places and use our resources to essentially, they think of it as we're trying to rescue them and help them. They like believe that narrative that we're going there to bring them democracy. You know what I'm saying? So
I agree with them. I think America needs to stop trying to bring people democracy.
But it's like that. But they don't look at it like, oh, they're causing conflict in these areas and stuff. They're looking at it like, oh, we're trying to help these poor Neanderthal, brutes, and they don't even appreciate us. So why are we even over there type shit? So that's how like it's the conflict with them.
They're calling the Jewish people Neanderthal brutes?
No, I'm saying just in general. I'm just talking
okay.
In this situation, they don't want us to be used by another country.
Okay.
They have an issue with people from other countries coming over here, and specifically Israel, coming over here, manipulating our elected officials, having us, throw money and weapons at them so that they can bomb, their people that they hate.
Is the MAGA group pro-Palestine, or are they just anti-Jewish?
Yeah, it's more so because it bleeds into the fact that, that used to be an old racist trope. Remember we talked about the Leo Frank guy that Candace Owens smeared his name.
Yeah.
He was a Jewish guy out there. That used to be an older thing. It was like, fuck the Jews, fuck the blacks. Like all that stuff used to be all together. So this is just an older,
Okay.
It's a growth of that. Like we don't trust the blacks. We don't trust the Jews. Like we don't trust anybody other.
Okay, I'm understanding.
And then the way they look at the Jews,
it's just surprising because like I view Jewish people as just white.
Yeah,
Like,
they don't.
They're just other white people. They're just white.
Yeah. But you know how the FBA thing goes in? We said that the quote unquote tethers and the foundational Black Americans and stuff. That's how theirs is. We both look white, but you're other because you're Jewish. So that's
what they used to do to the Italians. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's just their infighting that they have inside now. That's just the one that they focus on now is the Jewish one.
Okay.
So it was actually pretty. Just to wrap this part of this MAGA being destroyed, Elon has got himself compromised. This nigga is telling people he wants them to sign this petition and register to vote, and he's going to pay them. But it's illegal to pay people to register to vote.
Yeah, and voter registration is done now. You can't register to vote
now, but he was beforehand. He was trying to get people to rally up together.
If you haven't registered to vote, you're fucked. That's it.
Did you see the pictures of him at the Trump rally?
I saw one clip of him like.
Yo, that's a nasty.
He did like a little schoolgirl, like anime.
Elon is a freak
End of
boy.
credits.
Like I thought he was about to open his mouth up for Trump. Like after I know he at least spit on it. At least. That's what I thought. And then his stupid mom, I hope this tweet is real. His stupid mom was responding to a tweet
Not his mama.
Yeah, she thought was Liam Neeson. And it wasn't. It was just somebody who was clowning him. She's like, it's someone who is an actor, I would think would hold themselves at a higher stand. I'm like, yo, this whole family is retarded.
Yeah.
It's pretty clear.
How did they? The only reason why they're rich is because they decided to move to South Africa and exploit the country and the people there.
The emerald farms.
Yeah.
But no, I don't see how like these guys claim to have Trump and Elon and all these guys be y'all superstars and be like the men's men that y'all all like, want to be like. And then they just be so unoppressive, flabby looking dudes. Like, I don't think
all these niggas is flabby looking dudes.
Like Elon could do for a little wigger maxing, yo. Like he probably need to call your boy up from Facebook. Yeah.
Why has Mark Zuckerberg been wearing all black and gold chains? Not gold chains, one gold chain. He doesn't wear multiple at a time. That would be crazy. I would literally be writing into Facebook like, what the fuck are you doing, nigga?
Well, I'll introduce you to a new word. Wigger maxing. That is what it's called. I had to change my shirt because I spilled it during our break. Sorry. Just wanted to just put that out in there. Like, what the fuck kind of episode? No, but before we get into what we about to move on forward to, I do want to give an update on the Atlanta fire. Crazy update. So there was at the council, they were at the Capitol Hill in Atlanta to discuss this. And the gentleman, Kenny Johnson, he is the Georgia environmental official who was just having this discussion. While after he finishes doing his testimony to Capitol Hill or, up at Atlanta, he dies, like literally on the Capitol, like walking away from it. He ends up passing away. Again, the cause of death has not been released, but it definitely looks crazy when
it doesn't look good.
He was over here just requesting for a federal criminal investigation of this fire. And then he dies shortly after the speech. That looks like something out of a Netflix movie.
Mm-hmm.
But condolences to his family. We will definitely continue to be mindful of what's going on here. Again, if we get some more information that shows that this is related in any way or something's going on, we will definitely be the place that you want to have this discussion with
condolences
us.
to his family.
But condolences to Kenny Johnson. Appreciate your service in the community, sir. All right, time to get to the bullshit, man. DDG and Joe Budden have gone at it. I'm kind of happy about this. Not gonna lie. This nigga Joe was over here tweeting about me this week. Talking about, let's take advice from Fred.
I thought that was so weird because Joe was anonymously listening into the spaces where they're like critiquing the podcast, talking about like what they could do better, blah, 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 what they like. And then Joe tweets from his account like, oh, well, let's listen to Fred. That's not weird as fuck to you?
Well, he said, please, let's take Fred's advice.
Yeah, he was like, oh, let's take Fred's advice. Like, you're listening anonymously to your supporters and then sneak dissing them on your timeline. That's fucking...
I sneak diss all the time. I don't care about it. Me and Joe are ops. Like, we're at odds.
No, obviously.
Like, it's not a supporter relationship. It's more of, I'm cool with somebody who covers his content. And I do watch your content from time to time, but I mean, we just at odds, man. I was sitting here pondering. I'm trying to think, what the fuck did I say that got Joe so rattled?
Yeah. What did you say?
I was going back and I just kept trying to think about what could I have said to Joseph?
What was the constructive criticism that you gave in the spaces that triggered him so much?
And because I'm trying to think, we were talking about Melissa Ford. We were talking about what we would kind of do about it. And I think I gave him the advice of, I don't know, we were talking about rotating the cast or.
But he does that, doesn't he?
I think I may have gave him the advice to stop doing women podcasts because you're 0-3, my nnigga. Like,
oh yeah, yeah,
0-2 right now.
Yeah. Oh, that would probably trigger Joe.
I think that's
because
what I said.
Because you have
to
sexual assault allegations. You
harassed a member of a show that you had on
harassment there. Allegations. So like it's just.
I think that's what I said to him that got under his skin a little bit.
Yeah, it's not been a good path for you to walk down.
Mm-hmm. And it's just
working with women.
Yeah, just stay away from the ladies, man. I think that was been good advice for you because
that was the thing that I said when we were discussing it too. Just like. If you can't control yourself and you can't be like, oh, I want to fuck you to a woman that you're working with and you can't be professional, then just don't fucking work with women.
Yeah. I mean, again, I think that's what it may have been what I said to him. But apparently I didn't have to go crazy on him because DDG did. So I guess we should talk about the DDG situation a little bit before we get
let's
to it,
talk
right?
about. So DDG and Halle broke up. DDG announced that they weren't in a relationship anymore and blah, blah, blah. So
let's get into our theories with that first.
Yes.
So I think I don't have the same conventional ideas people have. I think a lot of people think he was either cheating on her or she wanted to level up on him. I don't think that at all. I think that with him and his growing success and the type of fan base that he's garnering, he just did the Gunna. He opened up for Gunna not too long ago. I think when you use that and you take all of that into consideration, he is more of a hip hop I don't want to say a ghetto nigga type shit, but I think he appeals to that more than a Hollywood. This is what I think. Let me just get into it and we'll get into it. This is what I think.
I'll tell you the tea for real.
Okay. No, this is what the two things I think happened. I think her team went to his team and said, hey, if we're going to continue to operate and do this relationship as publicly as we're going to do it, he has to change some things. Because if you do listen to what he said, he talked about how he wasn't going to be controlled in the breakup message. He said he wasn't going to be controlled and all that shit.
I didn't listen to the breakup message.
Well, it was a tweet. It was not a tweet, but it was a IG post. Okay. So he basically said he wasn't going to be controlled in it. And what I feel like is they came to him and say, hey, bro, you need to rally it in. You need to your trajectory needs to go this way. Or if not, you and Halle can't be public.
She has a specific image that she needs to maintain. She was a Disney girl for God. But like she played a role for Disney.
She did, but that's being highly exaggerated in regards to her. That movie flopped. You did a Disney movie live action and you didn't crack a B? That movie barely did $500,000.
I still didn't watch that movie.
And nobody did. That's why I say y'all keep saying that she's the Disney. Like, I feel like this is just what he probably heard her crew saying and they were demeaning him. Like, he's not one of the most successful niggas on the internet right now.
He was one of the like OG like streaming YouTuber guys that like had his family with him and all that.
I completely understand. Don't come
DDG
to me.
grew up on the internet.
Don't come to me with you or your team trying to tell me I'm not enough to be next to you. And I think that's where he got insulted.
I understand that completely. I feel like that might have happened. Word on the street and the internet tea is that she cheated on him with Brent Fires.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Yo, these women are unruly. Y'all are, oh my gosh, yo. It can't be though, because he said it can't be. He can't be that. Because he said he would think about getting back with her.
Oh yeah, he said that because people were saying like he about to run it back with Ruby. Mm-hmm. Like he's being so public about the breakup because he wants Ruby to know that he's single now. And then he was like, I guess he saw that and he was like, stop it. If I were to be in a relationship with anybody, I would just run it back with Halle.
Mm-hmm. So, and that stems from a Joe Budden space that he reacted to. So the breakup happens. It goes, starts being public fodder. Joe brings himself into it and comments on it.
What did Joe say?
He said a lot of disparaging things that he's glad that they're breaking up because he's tired of hearing the DDG because he doesn't know what he does.
You're going to keep hearing about DDG though.
Now, because he shit on him.
He's an internet the internet loves him.
But there's different ways. Just like people don't know who Mr. Beast is. There's ways that you can insulate yourself from people. So, yeah. But now it's not going to happen. So he goes and he shits on him, basically tells him all the shit that he's happy for. And DDG does not take this kindly. And as the content wizard that he is, he doesn't just do one thing. He does a podcast with his homeboy, sits down, shits on Joe.
I didn't see that.
He then does a live stream where he begins to shit on Joe, where he goes to old interviews and bringing them up. He brought the Esther Baxter situation up.
He also brought up the stomping on the pregnant woman's stomach.
And he also showed
that he admitted to in a song.
He also pointed to where a stomach is on a woman's body. And Joseph, it's right underneath the breast. Oh my God. He was going crazy on him though.
Yeah, and then he also tweeted. He said, nigga got 30 years max of life left. He said, you old. You only have 30 years
3
max
decades,
left.
nigga.
He said, I have way more life than you left. And speaking on a relationship of people the same age as your son, you ain't take care of. He said, you a deadbeat daddy. And everyone knows I'm an amazing father. I'm with my kid every day, blasting it on the internet.
Joe, I want you to say though, you know you heard me. I had your back in the space there, yo. You didn't have
it don't matter.
He don't matter. He didn't have the money to be on beat. So now that he got the money, he on beat with his son.
You don't have to have money to spend time with your children.
Shit.
Like
that's not true. There's a whole bunch of niggas that can't.
You don't have to have money to spend time with your children.
Well, tell that to the bitches.
Other than if your baby mama is being combative and stuff like that, there are other obstacles, yes. But if your only obstacle to not seeing your child is money, you're a deadbeat, pathetic piece of shit dad.
No,
period.
it's not.
Yes, you are.
No, it's not.
He said, I hope you forget to take your magnesium pills today, you old bitch.
So DDG goes at Joe Budden. He goes on a tirade in his stream, and then pretty much everybody kind of has the discussion around it. Joe does respond on his show. I haven't watched it yet. He does respond.
It was
on
like
his
a
show.
10-minute long thing. Like,
yeah, he was just trying to give him slew. The real problem I think DDG really had was the fact that he read that tweet off that wasn't from DDG, where it's talking about Haley had the bad head and all that shit.
Oh, yeah. That's why DDG came at him, because Joe basically implied that DDG left Hallie because she didn't give good head.
Yeah, he read. He basically calling them names, but he justified it from that post.
Yeah.
And then later on in the episode, he says that the post was fake or whatever, like during the end of the sleepers or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But that's where it came from. Joe, man, you kind of gonna have to take that, bro. Like, you violated. I'm with the young nigga on this one because you stepped into his world, and he gonna let you feel it. I hope he don't let up. I want him to keep going. Like, even after the apology.
The type of content creator DDG is, I don't think he is going to let up.
No, he said he got the Joe Budden project going. Like,
yeah, like, period. I would get Earl Sweatshirt on stream.
Just to dress up like Joe again?
Yes! Oh, my God. I would sit down. I'd be like, oh, I'm having an interview with Joe Budden, blah, blah, blah. Everyone logs on. It's Earl in the mustache and the bald cap. Oh, my God. DDG, please. I would love that so much. With the jean jacket and everything.
the little ball cap on.
Yes, I would love that.
No, that would definitely be sick. I definitely just think that I want to see some more content from this. It was like 3 or 4 hours he was doing DDG on the live stream. He was going in at ICE. He went on everybody but Melissa Ford. He was like, I'm going on a woman.
Yeah, period. So, go at all these niggas. There's mad niggas
no,
for you
Melissa
to go
Ford
at.
can get it too. Like,
but what did she say?
She was over here she was talking down on him because when
it just looks crazy when you as a man are going at a woman. It always looks a little crazy.
No, I feel
regardless
I feel like she's old enough that you can give it to her, the business now. That's a 50-year-old woman.
He's young enough that it might fly.
Yeah, I feel like if you just don't do the bottom of the barrel shit and just call her a bitch, like, you should be good. Hold on, this is what he said about.
You can't just call her an old bitch.
Hold on. This is him talking about
ICE. Who is this? This is the shit that be pissing me off. You are an employee, Crenshaw. You are an employee. You're not the boss. Anybody that clicks on that podcast is clicking for Joe Budden, not you. This is one of the. This is a example of, like, you ever seen like one of them memes or something when somebody say a joke and he trying to laugh to get higher pay? And your buffs is weak. They're probably not even real buffs. And I doubt you from Michigan. So why is you trying to jock Michigan swag? I don't understand. But like, this type of nigga that just laugh extra hard to get a raise.
Yeah, he do be laughing extra hard.
He trying to get more money and shit. Like, niggas like this is lame, bro. And then you gonna see how
Ish the only one
he
that
said,
be
who
disagreeing
is
with Joe
DDG
and Mel.
You gonna
he
see
shit
how
on Ish
he
too,
try
though.
to act like
he talked about Ish hairline because Ish was trying to salute him because he was with Ruby, and he was like, "Nah, nigga, she'd never be with you. She'd never be. Look at your hairline, nigga, faded."
Ruby would definitely be with, like, if he had a little bit more money.
Ruby would be anybody that pays her. Yo.
Yeah, literally. Like, Ruby is for the streets.
Yeah, she's
like,
she's a fucking receipt.
You can't get that shit off at all. If you were talking about Halle, that would be a different thing. Like it's a woman of standard.
That's the marketing anyway. I believe that's what he.
Yes, Ruby has marketed herself as
I'm talking about Halle,
and then Halle has marketed herself as a woman of standard.
Standard women don't get pregnant by niggas that's not a husband.
She also on live over and over and over again told us that she like her niggas.
I mean, again, that's not a woman of standard still. That what you like is part of divide your standard.
What you said was she marketed herself as that, and I agreed. She markets herself as a woman of standard.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's marketing. No, that's all I'm saying it is. That's all. Do we got anything else on the DDG?
No.
I feel like we cut out. We're gonna have to end up cutting out most of it anyway.
I don't think we should.
Well, it's been overridden. We got to get to No Jumper though. So I'm gonna play this clip, and I'm gonna have, I believe, a controversial statement to say after this. I don't know how it's gonna be accepted or how it's gonna fly, but Sydney Starr was on No Jumper. She was there with Eddie Winslow, the damaged ex of Corinne Steffens. So damaged now that he is after chicks with sticks.
He's been dating trans women.
He no longer wants that. He just announced that. We talked about it on the show when he announced it.
But like he was tied to Sydney before that.
That's sad.
No, it's not.
If you see how he's conducting himself, you just say
how he's conducting himself is sad.
I wish you would have said how then instead of asking.
We're just talking about him dating a trans woman, and you said that's sad.
I'm talking about,
you should have added more context before you said that's sad.
Or you could ask a question and say, "How is that sad?" And then allow me to explain. But this is what y'all like to do. Y'all like to just go in and just
you can't
assume.
just say shit. We have a platform.
You can't just say. You can ask a question.
I had no questions.
You did because you were wrong.
For what we do because it's very hard for us out here, especially in the entertainment industry. It's not many of us. It's only, you can name like maybe 5 trans women in the industry. You can name your Laverne Cox, your Laverne Cox, your T.S. Madison, your me, because I'm the
girl from Pose.
I'm the one that.
Okay,
Amaya,
hold on.
Scott.
So during the interview, this scared pussy ass nigga, anytime he got something to say, he whispers her in their ear. Like
Eddie?
A fucking, yes.
What's his name?
His name is Darius, I think.
Okay.
His name, Darius McCrae. Mm-hmm. Darius scary ass. Every time he got something to say or something that he objects with, instead of speaking his mind like a fucking grown ass man, he whispers in this woman's ear like a bitch. That's a bitch king thing.
Okay, but how do we there's mad bitch kinks. There's different multitudes of bitch kinks.
And I'm describing the kink. That's what it is. I don't care if it's a kink, it's still pathetic.
Because I didn't watch the interview, but when you describe that to me, that's not normal human behavior across the board, regardless. But I feel like that's a dom sub relationship that they probably have.
That is a damaged man. I don't think you're not taking into account what Corinne Steffens used to leave their marital bed
to go suck Lil Wayne's dick. Yeah, yes. She wrote about it in the book. We all know.
Okay,
but from my opinion, I feel like, and it's a little bit more interesting to me, that they might maybe have a dom sub relationship, and then he might have like a humiliation kink of some sort, and them going on social media and doing I don't know, that's kind of interesting to me. Maybe I'm not saying that's what's going on.
Everything she described you was essentially the nice way to say you are less of a man. That's exactly what she was trying to say.
He's kink shaming. I'm not.
Being told. I think that is just expressing themselves in a different way.
Yeah, this is how our relationship is.
Does he ask for permission to speak?
Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah. You're right. Yeah. Okay. You're right.
That's 100% a kink thing.
So the thing is, like I said,
you think you're bold? Imagine him. He's from the streets,
right?
And he's pioneering a new form of reality TV. He's facing backlash that he's probably never had to take on before.
Especially, for the community.
He's pushing the culture forward.
I've never faced any backlash in my life.
I'm so proud of you, Ray. I'm serious.
But I haven't faced any backlash in my life because you look at backlash the only way it's a perception.
Okay, so I'm about to skip up ahead a little bit because, like I said, Ray J, Adam 22, Darius, they talk about her and being involved with Chingy.
Yes.
And what happened there.
That was with Shauna the rapper, DTP. No, not DTP. God damn it, Shauna getting some head. Shauna
Timberland.
Yeah, no.
Wasn't Shauna?
Ludicrous.
She was the one in Ludicrous's crew. Oh, yeah.
So I was working with her. I was on tour.
There wasn't a girl in the same Lunatics,
I was on tour with Shauna.
Oh, yeah, I remember Shauna. Sorry,
I was on
Shauna.
tour with Shauna. I always had a big crush on Chingy. So the thing was, I wanted to get a picture. And, you know, he was very welcoming.
And then you posted it and lied to the world and told everyone you fucked him.
Meaning Chingy was very welcoming and taking a picture with somebody who was admiring him for his craft and for his talent as an artist.
Exactly.
Okay.
And what happened was...
Okay, hold on. Just before she's about to go into it. But Darius daps up Adam 22 when he stood up to Sydney.
When he said, and then you posted it, said you fucked him and ruined it. Yeah.
Darius daps him up. Saying, because she wasn't looking at him, he daps him up on the slide.
Oh.
This is not a kink. This is a man who is damaged.
But then why would he, like, no, I think this
he's
is a
damaged.
kink.
See, that's the thing. You can't even fundamentally think of a man in a situation where he's this damaged to let something like this happen.
Yes, that's
a problem.
Like wild to me.
That's a problem. You don't think men is people.
No, fuck y'all. Again.
So people were in my ear saying, Sid, you got to do something with this because you're a trans woman. They're not going to pay no attention to you. This was, mind you, 2010. Trans
I remember
women
this.
were not being looked at for anything.
Media takeout.
I was the first trans woman to hit the scene on War Star Hip Hop, Media Takeout. It was
Period.
only me and one
I
other
remember
trans
where this
woman.
was.
Yeah, I
And
remember
her
this
name,
happened
I'm
too.
gonna say her name. Should I say her name? Amaya Scott. Just me and
Amaya Scott is that girl, but she's
So,
here. And you're
I was the
there,
one that
as
was
far
really
as-
taking the Harriet Tubman role.
The which role?
The
Not the Harriet
I
Tubman
I
of trans
fighting
women. That's
for
the
trans
title of this
women at
clip.
that time.
By lying
I get
and
that
destroying
analogy.
another black man.
No,
Yes.
no, Adam, no.
But she
No.
did
What
lie.
Ruining his
happened-
career.
Darius is still
She-
acknowledging him
What happened
as
was,
correct when he said that.
After that happened,
Because she's
but
not
at
taking
that time,
accountability
no
for
one
it.
was talking about Chingy at that time. I actually made the world start talking about him again, but
By ruining him.
became a warm-hearted, good person in my soul. I apologized. I made a video
don't
on
matter.
Hip Hop and apologized.
But what did you do? But what did you do to?
I tried to make things right.
No. But what did you
Because
do
I didn't
to
even
make
know
things
till
wrong?
she put out this interview.
This is the part you need to hear.
She had sex with him.
Got it.
No,
You got it. Well, I just wanted to. I wanted to be
I
clear.
don't like that. I don't like that. What happened was I went on.
But you said, Sydney, you said you were going to simplify the answers.
Okay.
You said you was going to
At this
make it
point,
simple, and you was going to make it simple.
The thing was, I made a mistake. I'm only human, and I would never do no bullshit like that ever
But
again.
what did you do?
I didn't do nothing, Ray.
Got it.
Nothing.
Okay.
So tune into the Girls Club.
Yes.
Every Monday on Tronics
Make sure you tune
Network.
in. Yep. And if I pressured you in any way, I didn't know.
Thank you,
I
babe.
don't even
Is
know
that
how
the
I
part you
Because
appear
I ain't
here.
even gonna lie. That
this
shit
is
really
part.
pisses.
So I'm gonna say this. This is my controversial opinion, yo. Trans women are women, dog. Like that performance right there, that was 100% a woman. Nigga didn't admit to anything. I'm glad you said accountability. Motherfucker did escape that shit like a real female. 100%. That's cisgender to me now. Nobody, nothing else. That's cisgender.
I'm so tired of your misogynistic bull fucking shit,
Oh,
man.
but
I
it's
just
right
gotta
there.
sit next to you and just listen to
You
you
just-
say this dumb shit all the time.
And you don't do the same thing with men.
It's so much
All
more
I'm saying
interesting
is
when I do it.
Trans women are women,
It's
yo,
much
and
more
I'm here
interesting
for
and
it.
entertaining when I do it.
I'm okay for it, yo. I'm
It's
not.
more nuanced when I do it.
No, it's not. It's boneheaded shit. That's all it is.
It's just the regular shit we see on Twitter all the time when you do it.
Like I said, this kind of performance right here, epic. I'm talking about the lack of accountability. The not even just repeating what she did.
She fucking just.
I did nothing.
Like, she put out that picture and lied and said that she fucked him. And then all of us took it and ran with it. If she was a smart bitch, if she was slightly smarter,
Hold on,
right?
Hold on, before you say that, it's been over almost 20 years.
Yeah.
We're getting close to 20 years since that
And
happened.
Chingy's like done. He's done. He's been done
But,
since then.
Like, what kind of mental illness in your head where after you getting 15 years and you can't apologize and say it?
Right. But if she was a tiny bit smarter, she would have been like, yes, that was a mistake on my part. I was clout chasing and I was trying to get some type of notoriety, and that was wrong. But the reason that his career, like there was no reason why fucking a trans woman should have ended his career. If she was smart, let me cook. She would be like, I was the catalyst, yes, but black people's homophobia is the actual problem and what we need to talk about. Because why did they stop fucking with this nigga? Because they thought he was fucking me because I'm trans. She should have started cooking. I would have been. Y'all would have hated me. I would have convoluted everything so fucking much. Like, if she was really that. But would that not have been more interesting if she did that instead of skirting accountability? You can not taking accountability is easy enough, but fucking changing the narrative into some other bullshit like Kamala and like a politician does, like Kamala and Trump do, like changing it into a completely different thing, that would have been more interesting. Girl, you should have been like, black people's homophobia is what we need to be discussing right now. And the homophobia in the black community and the fact that they decided to throw this nigga out because he fucked a trans woman.
That's
I would have changed the whole conversation. Now you having now we're having a conversation about the LGBTQA community that everyone else is uncomfortable to have, and now I got the upper hand. But she not smart, so
I would have been like, I had just transitioned and I was still in my male brain. I was still developing my female brain. That's why I did it.
Blame it on men. That's also a good route.
That's what I would have did. That'd have been more womanly to do.
Yes. If you was a real bitch for real. No, I'm kidding.
Nah,
but you gonna leave that in.
Don't do that. Well, that's funnier. That was funny. You going on your little spiel is different, young. So Piers Morgan, we talked about, had Jaguar right on his platform.
Mm-hmm. Which why?
I mean, I understand. She's going to be the one up there that's going to give it up. I was a little.
That's a libel case waiting to happen if you have Jaguar White on your.
It depends because she
platform.
really, honestly, I went back and listened to it. She only really made one claim.
I feel like you not like.
But see,
if you watching clips of Jaguar White, yes. But if you watching whole interviews, she just be saying. She said that Chloe and Halle are trying to copy her.
But she didn't say that on Piers Morgan.
I'm just saying, like, she just be saying shit.
The reason why I'm saying the reason why I'm being specific with this is because Piers Morgan got a cease and desist from Jay-Z.
Yes.
His lawyer went on another platform and said this was not a cease and desist. This was an order to stop or we would destroy you, essentially.
Yeah.
I thought that
and
was
I'm
crazy.
sure they have the power to do so.
And what I'll say this, first off, I don't agree with these attacks on the Fourth Estate. Because like I said, the only claim she made was about them holding people captive. So there is room for being wrong or someone saying something in error on a platform.
Yes.
That can happen and that can be said. What's important is he verifies, like he did during the time, they're not here to respond to those claims. He didn't validate
My
them.
thing is, though, when she has gone on several other platforms to say this before, smaller platforms, and this is the biggest platform she's gone on to say this, how does that change the situation when this is not the first time that she's alleged that this is happening?
The thing is, they can't really sue her because of claims that she doesn't have anything to sue for. So it would just be essentially you paying your lawyer to make somebody life difficult, and it really isn't going to make them too much difficult because they can't afford to do nothing. So it's not like you can make them have to, when the lawyer stuff comes up, they have to buy an expensive. No, it's just they're going to probably end up getting somebody appointed to them by the court because of what's going on.
Yeah, public defender.
Yeah, and have to go like that. So you're not really
a public defender for a libel case is crazy.
But for her to get on his platform, they can now sue the platform adjacent. The thing about suing, and I hate this is copyright strikes. What y'all need to understand, all that is them making a claim about you. Yeah. Saying something. That does not mean they have won. Jay-Z did not win when he sued them. It's not guaranteed he will win. Was more than guaranteed or understood was that Rupert Murdoch is not going to pay these lawyers to defend him, Piers Morgan.
No, obviously not, because they immediately. So Jay-Z and Beyonce's lawyers requested that some parts of the interview be taken down, and Piers just
obliged.
Yeah,
but he didn't have to. Jay-Z and them are not this. And the reason why I hate this is because it plays into this idea of them being these super control, can get anything stopped, anything. When it's like, I just don't want the headache. Mm-hmm. It's not worth going through the headache with you. And that's really what it was. And again, like I said, she didn't make but one claim and everything else was just her opinion on Jay-Z. So again, the grounds, I don't think, from my understanding and my studying of libel and defamation lawsuits and things of that nature, the one thing is, I think libel is written, right? Slander is said.
Libel is written.
Yeah, so this wouldn't have been libel. This would have been a slander defamation case. The thing about this would have been, you still have to show, when you go to a public figure, you have to show that this is systematic. The fact that you have to show that you lost money, that this person has ill intent on what they're doing. If they're saying they got victims and people willing to testify and stuff like that, that's not illegal for them to say. That's not wrong for them to say either. So that's why I don't like this, because people are so conditioned to look at this as a system to reaffirm their fear and power of Jay-Z, and not understanding like, no, it's just more so other rich, powerful people don't want to deal with the hassle that this is going to bring.
And it is a hassle. So Morgan said that he now had heard from the couple's lawyers and they would edit Wright's allegations out of the show. He offered a direct apology, saying editing interviews is not something we do lightly at a show called Uncensored, but like the proverbial cries of fire in a crowded theater, there are legal limits on us too, and we apologize to Jay-Z and Beyonce. That was a shitty apology. He was like, that apology was like, we're apologizing because we have to, and because we don't want to get sued. And our hands are tied.
Yeah. But like I said, it's just, they just don't want to fight the suit. That's the main thing I think that's important.
Yeah.
It's, when somebody sues you, you can fight it. That's not, I hate when people just feel like once the creator strikes them or something like, it's over. It's not. That just means they putting their dukes up.
Yeah, it's just up to you whether this is something that you want to fight about or not. This is not something that Pierce or his network or whoever, like, they didn't want to fight this.
They don't care. And honestly, the reason why they don't want to fight is not because they fear him. It's like, we don't want to get this messy shit with these silly colors. That's how they looking at it. Rupert Murdoch and them is like, oh, we don't care about these silly colors. Just change it around. It's not going to change anything for us.
I don't know. But damn, I forgot the question I was about to ask you. Okay, I was going to ask you, how do you feel about these, I'm not going to say reputable media outlets, because Pierce Morgan is, he reports on mess. He's messy as fuck. How do you feel about media outlets getting people like Jaguar Wright and like Cameron when he was on like Fox News the other day to talk about black demise, black detriment?
I think that's kind of gets fickle with it, because I feel like anytime you're in a situation like this, whether it be good or bad news, you want to get people who are close to the circle and that's going to be willing to have conversations about it.
My question is, how do you feel about who they get to talk about these things?
Okay, no, it's definitely a plan where they're trying to get.
It's like a minstrel show.
They're trying to get the people that are going to give them the biggest reaction, and they were wrong with Cam when they did it, because he didn't give them the kind of reaction they wanted.
He didn't give a fuck.
But that's what they want. They want the person who's going. I mean, what they say, bleeds, it leads. That's always was the first rule of journalism. So you want you want the person to tell you. That's why it's always a sick industry, because at the end of the day, like, that's when I knew like I was kind of off a little bit when I first started doing this when I was in college, because I would be upset when the story didn't lead to where I wanted it to. Mm-hmm. And it usually is like, I wanted you to be abused, or I wanted you to be attacked or assaulted. Like, when it didn't lead to that, it felt worthless. And it's like, damn, that's fucked up.
That is fucked up.
But it means what we do now. There's been plenty of topics we discuss back and forth. We're like, hey, is this interesting? This not. And it's like, nah, fuck a nigga winning an award for being great, nigga. Like,
things have to be salacious it has to be sexy to get the people going. It has to be provocative.
So I mean, that's why I feel like
provocative. I mean, gets the people going.
That's just kind of what I felt in regards to that. So I know we're supposed to get into the J. Cole song. We'll get into that in just a moment. But you said something that I think is kind of a better transition into the next thing.
Okay.
So let's get into the Spaces. So we'll give another Spaces update here about what happened. You're involved in this though.
That's what I was gonna say. I don't usually be involved in the Spaces. That's all I'm gonna say. So
we'll go on just tell what happened. So we had a space the other day. Individual comes in there, spouting off threats and saying he's going to dox people and stuff because of an interaction he had on another app.
There was a black man, right, who came on Spaces to publicly assault
verbally
verbally verbally assault and threaten another black woman that he knows personally.
No, he doesn't know her personally.
He doesn't know her personally.
So that's what I'm saying. Let me explain what happened.
Okay, because you wasn't explaining it with enough context for me. You said somebody came in and assaulted somebody.
Well, if you let me finish,
go ahead and finish.
Story. So he comes in. He had an interaction with the JBTV community, the Joe Budden TV community,
which is not your.
That's not us.
Okay,
no, where we works. He had an interaction with them on another platform. This platform goes in. They start talking shit about each other. He kind of takes it to a place where he's calling people dick suckers and all that. They kick him off stage. He has a problem with it because they continue to talk about him after he leaves. He then goes on his Twitter page, puts threats and all this other stuff that on there. So he comes up and introduces us to this situation. Me and Danny don't know clue what's going on. He explains what's going on. Danny, who's had similar situations of people tag teaming him, jumping him on stages, is empathetic to him. So he's hearing some of the stuff that he doesn't agree with, but he's trying to hear this guy out and just get a better understanding of maybe what's triggered you to get to this point. Long story short, people started to join in. Some of the gentlemen he talks to came in. Felt like he didn't have that same kind of energy with them, but he says, "Oh, I set up blind plane tickets, so salute." But then she comes in and she gives Buddy the business. The lady who was involved in it. She asks him to expose his information. She then information.
Wait, hold on. Go back. She asks him to
expose the information he had on her because he said he had her mother's address. She said he had her brother's information.
She thinks he's pump faking, and she's like trying to.
She's testing him. She's testing to see what you know. I mean, in my opinion, I'm trying to see if you know real information too.
Yeah.
So I know if how I need to act.
Yeah.
So he says he knows what car she drives, all this other stuff. So she gives him an opportunity. Hey, say it.
If you know all this shit, say it.
He says some things. She says those aren't true. There's people in the audience that know her closer.
Okay, so she feels like he's faking, and then he proves that he's faking.
She pretty much shows him in a way like, hey, this information you're saying is not true. It's not real. It's not authentic. And
you're a dumb bitch.
And
the nigga.
She made him look. Girl. She made him look dumb. She made him look crazy on there.
Period. Yeah.
He did because he didn't respond. That's neither here nor there. Honestly, I don't even care to talk about that part because that's not even really the main thing that happens with me. So after that space ends, I go into another space because I'm still trying to gather more information on what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I get summoned to the stage.
And he tells me about this. He's in the spaces listening. And I'm like, we didn't get to what the actual problem is.
Yes, that's what I was about to get into now.
Yeah, so go ahead and tell them.
I get to the stage and we're brought up this issue. So Danny, after the spaces is done, he removes it from Twitter.
She asked him.
No, she didn't.
She didn't ask him?
No. And there was other people who had conversations with him, but she didn't.
Because I thought she asked him personally to take it down.
No.
Okay.
There was no conversations or discussions about that.
So he thought that it was volatile enough for it to be taken down because it was aggressive and it was violent towards a woman.
No, I don't think that's what was going on.
Why did he take it down?
I think anytime some of the spaces kind of not even get volatile, when there's just particular information in it or certain things that just are said that he doesn't want to be continued on the page, he removes it and he puts it on his Patreon. And he does that a lot for a lot of spaces.
Yeah, you told me that.
Because he found a thing that downloads it. So what he does is he downloads.
My question would be like, why did Danny take this one off specifically?
He said he didn't want it on the page anymore. He said it did get aggressive, but he didn't want it on the page anymore. It felt like it'd be better suited and it'd be less visible on his Patreon.
But we did know that all of the information that he
said was wrong. That's when. Okay, so let's relax. Let me tell the story and then we can get into your questions.
I was just like.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, you keep stopping me. So I get caught up on stage and she asks me the question about how do I feel about Danny. There's a whole bunch of other grandstanding shit going on. But essentially the meat of potatoes of the question for me was, how do I feel that Danny has put it on his Patreon to quote unquote monetize? Number of things. You stopped me, and that's why I looked on stage. If you go back and listen to it, I look crazy on stage because before I could do anything, she stops me and tells me, I can't get on my shit and defend Danny.
Danny, you are a grown ass man. You do not need my husband to defend you to against another black woman that's asking you about your own actions.
Danny didn't ask me though.
He had absolutely nothing to do with. It doesn't matter if Danny asked you or not. I just didn't want you caping for a man against another woman. You know, like you don't need to back this nigga up
But
when there's just another woman asking him questions about like why he decided to do what he decided to do.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. That's not what happened though. I was in the space listening to the space. He wasn't even there. They weren't even talking to him.
Yeah, but before he even got in the space, like while he was listening, before I knew the context of everything, I told him, you cannot get in here defending another man against a black woman, point blank period, regardless of the context, regardless of what's going on. Danny is a grown ass man and he decided to do this without consulting you. It's his platform. He doesn't have to consult you, but I'm just saying, like, you weren't part of the decision. So if he's getting backlash for said decision, then this nigga needs to stand up on his own and explain himself, and you do not need to be part of the conversation, because I wholeheartedly feel like you eat these niggas up way more. Like you're smarter. So like if you were in the conversation backing Danny up, then it would probably look worse for her. And I don't want that to happen.
My thing is this though, because the problem about monetization, and I couldn't get into it because what you had asked me to do. So I was obliging for that, but I still got in my bag. I still stood on my shit. I just didn't go crazy because the thing is, it's already monetized because Danny's monetized on Twitter.
Yeah.
So if anything,
everything is monetized regardless.
So there's the thing. It's already monetized because Danny already is monetized on Twitter. There's less eyes that's going to be on it when he takes it to his Patreon, because that means you have to pay $3 to join his Patreon to watch it. Most people are not going to do that. So now it's less eyes. Third thing, it's document. So if this nigga does do something stupid, we have verbal documentation. We have him audibly saying things.
This is all the stuff that makes sense that I did not want you to go into the spaces to say, because Danny should be the one saying this on his own.
Danny's not going to go on a stage like that.
Because if they going at him for what he's doing, then he needs to come and defend himself. And he should have came in and said all that stuff. Yeah. And then also, it has more eyes on it on Twitter, less on Patreon, blah, 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 blah.
But then the fourth reason, besides the eyes on Patreon, the fourth, what was I about? Dang, you made me forget. That's why I'm mad you did that.
I'm sorry. I got to say, or I'm going to forget too.
Write it down. So I was literally in the middle of what I was saying. And then the fourth reason is, well, there's two more. So fourth reason is, they don't owe her nothing. Danny don't owe any of these people anything on there.
Yeah,
he don't owe anybody any level of protection. And so I don't see him him moving his content over to that. So one, he doesn't owe anybody anything. And then second, and then the last thing, there was no real information revealed. There was no
what I was
address.
Gonna say too. Like all of the information was fake.
There was no real information on there. So again, she had an issue with the fact that, the people that he was addressing, mom, brother, things like that. Cool. I understand that. She unfollowed us because I said, hey, Danny still got a right to post the content.
She unfollowed both of y'all?
She unfollowed both of my pages. So the Talk FL page.
That sucks.
But I mean, it's because
I didn't want you to do that. I really didn't.
The reason I said what I said was, hey, you got every right to feel the way that you want to feel, but that's Danny content, and there isn't anything on there that is damning. Like, there's a difference between a threat and a credible threat.
I didn't know that all of the threats that he made were completely unfounded. Like, everything he was saying was wrong. Damn, I forgot what I was going to say too.
But no, everything, like I said, in regards to that, everything he was saying, she at least didn't verify it as real.
Yeah, I didn't know that everything that he was saying was completely unreal.
And then even when he did say certain stuff, he didn't say like, oh, you had 6725 Trailblazer Road and all that. He didn't say nothing like that. So even if it was fake, I would say you probably should get rid of that, because that could still be somebody's address.
When you were talking to her, what did she take from that interaction as like traumatizing or triggering? Or
he brought up her mom. The dude, he brought up like threatening her mom and stuff like that. That was the main thing she said. Okay. Because after I said the fact there was no real information on there, it got a little quiet. Then she kind of got heated up at me again. And
that's what I didn't like. If Danny is not in the space to defend himself, then I didn't want you to be there defending him.
It wasn't about defending Danny. It's about having a conversation.
Yeah.
Everything that I said here is just my views on the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I understand what kind of work we do. Jerry Springer in our spaces.
Was anybody else bringing this up?
What did you mean?
Like your points. Did anybody make those points
it was an echo
before?
chamber. It was echo chamber.
See, that's my thing. Like, if you're not the one that's making these points, then like nobody else would have.
Yeah, I mean, it was an echo chamber up there.
Yeah, that's why I don't like he's the one that should be in there making these points himself, because he's the one that made the decision to put it on his Patreon.
He knows because another thing they kept talking about was how he had responded to her when she was like, oh, you just gonna monetize on me. He was like, hey, I'm not Mr. Morale or whatever. Essentially just saying like, this is the game. And they kept trying to make a point of when Joe revealed his picture. Joe released Danny's picture last year.
Was Joe the first? Like,
He was
that's
the
the
first
only
major-
reason we know what Danny looks like?
If you're not on Reddit, you wouldn't know what Danny looked like. If you didn't go on the Reddits and stuff like that, Joe was the first person who revealed him to everybody, and it was an unflattering picture when he was younger. So it was used against him. But what Danny sees it as, and what I've spoken to him about it is,
Danny, every time you talk about Joe, you should use a screenshot of him chasing those teenagers in the car.
that would be a good idea. But
Every single time.
but what I was just saying there with that is that Joe revealed that picture, and Danny uses that not as to say, hey, this is what y'all did to me. He's telling people this is just the land of the rules of the Wild Wild West.
Yeah.
This is how we playing. This is how y'all played with me. This is how y'all was cool with it. There was no grandstanding. There was no spaces saying, oh, we need to cancel Joe. Joe's such a bad guy. On stage, niggas were laughing and kikiing and making fun of Danny's picture. Danny said, cool. But you're not.
Y'all a group of niggas sucking Joe's dick.
But you're looking at something different, though. You're looking at it from like you looking at.
It's a group of people who are together because they listen to Joe Budden podcast. So when he exposes you think they gonna take your side and not Joe's side?
But you're missing the point.
Dumb.
That's not the point that he's making. He's saying that these are just the rules. These are the rules that have been set. I didn't make these rules.
Yeah.
I don't have to care about you because nobody cared about me. So that's where I understand that. And they kept trying to make it a thing like, oh, it's a person. Why does this individual have to be at the brunt? It's not about an individual. It could have been anybody.
It is a little bit different, though, because she was just in spaces and a nigga decided to come attack her. She's not making content. She's not putting it on her YouTube or anything.
She's not a YouTube, but she does have content. She's
she didn't make content about this man specifically on her platform, did she?
No, they just made fun of him, like of his clothes and the fact he had money in his
and he decided to
picture,
crash out, and it was
out.
easier to crash out against the woman.
Yeah, I mean, he crashed out on everybody, but he had more energy.
But you did say in the beginning that he didn't have as much vitriol for the men as
he had more energy for her.
Yeah, like it's just bitch nigga shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I told you I wasn't cool. I felt like we were talking about the other day, and I said that was nigga behavior. Like it wasn't.
Did Danny eventually come in to defend himself?
He doesn't. He don't do that. He don't go in other people's rooms and stages and stuff because he knows they're gonna do what they did to me.
Okay, the only reason he didn't go in is because this was completely 100% outside of the WeWork space.
Well, yeah, he doesn't go in other people's spaces because he knows what they're gonna do. What they did to me, try to cut me off, not allow me to say my whole point. Foster I
don't think you needed to be in there speaking on stage at all.
I talk to them though. I'm cool. Like I'm not against them. I talk to them and I have conversation with them. And I wanted to know more information because I want to know because I'm going to talk about it on the show. Mm-hmm. I wanted to know more about what was going on. So once I end up finding them, they excommunicated me. That's cool.
Did y'all end up talking about this in the WeWork space too?
Yeah, Danny thought I betrayed him at first though. He felt like I didn't hold it down.
Danny, he didn't betray you. He was just listening to his wife, and that's not your nigga. That's mine. Bitch, what the fuck? Take the bitch out.
How you gotta sit
that's crazy. That's crazy.
He has the right to have an opinion that if he feels like I didn't hold it down.
He has the right to have an opinion, but he doesn't have the right to feel like he's he has the what's the word I'm looking for?
He's not feeling entitled to anything.
Entitled to your loyalty.
No, he didn't feel entitled. He just said I felt like damn.
That's the word I'm looking for. I feel like he feels like he was entitled to your loyalty when he's not.
No, I think really the crux of all this stems from is that people think that they're entitled to people. Like you're entitled to have a particular reaction. Danny has made it clear that these folks aren't my friend and I don't have to have that friendship reaction to you.
Why did Danny feel like you kind of betrayed him a little bit?
He just said felt like I just didn't. He knows the gusto.
You didn't back him up enough?
Well, he just knows the gusto that I come with and how I don't really, how I explain all them points. Like I didn't do that and I had already told him.
Yes, because I asked him specifically not to.
Baby, let me answer the question.
The fuck?
Jesus Christ, relax. Let me answer the question. So he knows that generally I come with the gusto. I didn't come with the gusto there. And I went up there and explained it to him in the VC, like why, what was going on. But he already knew beforehand because I said it in the space that we were doing in between it. Like, this is what I can't really go crazy for you right now, dog. Like, because even though I agree, like this was a good space, I'm on the space saying this is one of them ones. Like I'm telling him he need to leave it up.
Yeah, I heard you say that.
That's what I said. I told him he need to leave it up.
When it comes to, because I think that my husband, that's my thing. I think you're smarter than everyone in the spaces.
Not true. A lot of intelligent people in there.
I don't know, y'all. I know my husband. I think he's smarter. I think the way his thought processes and stuff, I think he be eating y'all up a lot. So when it comes to him standing behind another man to maybe be at odds with another black woman, I'm never gonna give him the green light for that, because his brain is too good and he's gonna eat her up too much. And she don't need that. We go through enough.
Well, let's say this.
That's what
the level of, we talked about entitlement just a moment ago. I hate to break it to you, but a single solo black woman is not entitled to my protection either. You are entitled to my protection because of our commitment to each other.
But I am asking, but as your wife,
you're talking about two different things.
Yeah, I'm just asking you to extend your protection to them too.
No one, for that moment, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, for that moment, yeah.
I'm not going to blatantly just blindly do it. And
no
one's saying that. You keep jumping over the conversation. Just what I'm saying is that a black woman is not entitled to my protection just for simply being a black woman. I'm sorry. No one is entitled to that from me. I'm not giving that to anyone. You are with me because you have that from me because we have an understanding and agreement with each other through our marriage. That is not something I don't tell anyone to subscribe to that. The thing about protection is you have to give someone control to have protection. Just like we go on this show, and if we say whatever, what happens if we say something that's over the top? We cut it out, right? Mm-hmm. I have the power to cut it out. So my protection doesn't extend to women that I don't have the control to say, hey, X, Y, and Z or input in. So I don't blindly or brandish protecting black women because
Obviously
I don't have a level. They don't feel entitled to anything from me, so I will never feel entitled that I need to give anything to them.
I'm just asking you. That's what I'm saying.
But I understand what you're saying.
I understand what you're saying, and now I'm saying what I'm saying.
I know, but I'm just for the audience. I'm clarifying for them that it is not a blanket thing because they kept bringing you up.
Yeah, because you told them that I'm the one that asked you to do this.
No, she brought it on her own. She never knew that. Danny is the only one that knew that I'm not defending him like that because you asked me to.
Yeah, I thought she was bringing it up because I asked her to.
No, she was bringing it up to you because she feel, and this is what I gather, and again, this is not hate or anything like that.
Because you're married to a black woman?
No, yeah, I'm married to a black woman, and now she feels entitled that because I'm a black man married to a black woman, that I'm supposed to now give that to every black woman that's in my vicinity, and that's not. Y'all, I don't require anything from y'all.
Is that crazy though?
Yes, because I don't require anything of you to be a woman in my presence. Don't require anything of me to be a man in your presence. That's why. Straight like that.
I do require black men I do require a certain type of behavior of black men in my presence but
the problem is that you don't give that in return. You don't require anything your presence.
If there are specific things that I do require of black men in my presence in specific situations. I'm not saying blanket. And then in specific situations, there are ways that I feel like I do have to behave around black men in specific situations. Both of them aren't blanket statements.
That's what I'm saying. That's where mine came from.
But I'm saying that what I'm specifically requesting of you, because you're in these spaces all the time, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying. Like, I would rather you not be caping behind niggas all the time when there's like 3-4 women that be in these spaces consistently.
But they all cool though. That's the thing. This person is not in the spaces with us. This space is adjacent, a space adjacent to us.
Okay. But like still, I just would rather you not.
Actually, the women in the spaces that are normally in our spaces all will speak highly of me.
Yeah, because you're a good guy. But like in general, I'm just saying, I would rather you not cape like and gang up against black women specifically. Okay. I would rather him not do that.
Yeah, I feel like you're creating when you say that though, you just create a situation that's not happening. Like you're saying like
I'm not saying that's happening.
No, I'm saying you're creating a situation that's not happening. Saying like it sounds like you're saying you don't want me to jump on the pile-on, but this wasn't a pile-on. It never was a pile-on. Like I never was jumping on any pile-on. I was just having a discussion and giving my thoughts. Okay. I just didn't give it unfiltered because you asked me not to.
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like you was gonna eat them up way too much than you had to.
I wasn't like eating anybody. I was just gonna say like, no, it wasn't that. It can be serious for you and not serious for everybody else. That was my main thing. And straight like, as long as there wasn't any, and the difference again, I said this a little bit earlier. There's a difference between a routine, regular threat and a real critical threat, a threat that is actually substantiated. Like I'm putting out real information about you.
Yeah, he was just making empty threats.
That's what it was. That's the difference. So. All right, J. Cole dropped a new song.
The J. Cole song, I forget what it's called. It's called Coleman Domingo. Domingo? No. Port Antonio.
I was about to say, what? Coleman Domingo.
I said Coleman Domingo. That's the gay man from that's doing the Met Gala stuff. So he dropped a song called Port Antonio. And this is, I think this might be the first song that J. Cole put out like post taking down first person shooter. Like the other stuff that he released.
7 Minute Drill is what he released.
Oh yeah, 7 Minute Drill. The stuff that he's released in between, I was probably pre-recorded before the beef and everything.
Okay. That's what I was trying to make sure you said.
Yeah. I think this is the first song that he recorded after the beef that he's put out.
Because he did what with Daylight and
he put out a song with A$AP Rocky too, which both would be seen as Drake's ops. So he copped mad pleas during the beef, right? Took down the song, said that he didn't want to be part of this beef, even though you are one of the big three. Took it down, and then now he put out this song, copping more pleas. I don't want to hear J. Cole talk hot shit ever again. You can, because in the situation where you have to talk your hottest shit as a rapper, you decided to tuck your tail between your legs and run. And there's a moral and spiritual whatever reason that you decided to do that, which I do respect, and I've said that after initially you backing out. After I saw everything, I was like, okay, J. Cole did this for a reason, right? I do respect it. I respect the black man in hip hop behaving like this, kind of. But then, like, as far as like me and how I like my rappers, like I like my rappers cutthroat. So I didn't like the fact that he just ran from the beef. So he put out this song, and he definitely addressed the beef in the song. And we're not going to read you the lyrics word for word, but he was basically like, he didn't engage in that battle because he wasn't afraid to lose, but he was afraid to lose a brother, which I don't think Drake or Kendrick are your actual brothers. Those are your coworkers. They're not your actual brother. How close do you think Drake and Cole or Kendrick and Cole are?
Yeah, they're colleagues. I would see somebody like that.
Yeah, they're just colleagues. So you backing out of a rap beef, which like we all professionally knows that this is part of the game, right? Like you backing out of that is absolutely insane. So he said that he didn't want to do it for profit. He didn't want to do it for clicks, blah, blah, blah. Like it is a very mature way to go. But for my rappers, I don't want that. Now I think you're a bitch, and I don't ever want to hear you talk shit about another rapper ever again. And that's the sad thing, because most of these niggas can't out rap J. Cole for real. Like bar for bar, rhyme schemes, like things of that nature. Like they're not coming close to Cole, and Cole would have probably decimated Drake in that rap battle 100%. I don't know where it would have landed. Kendrick versus J. Cole. I don't think there would have been a Kendrick versus J. Cole situation, because I genuinely think J. Cole is on Kendrick's side. He been on Kendrick's side. They were supposed to drop I've been waiting for a J. Cole Kendrick joint album since 2011 when they announced that shit on Twitter. I hate both of you niggas still. But like J. Cole and Kendrick are the lyrically more talented parties in this beef. So I do think that J. Cole wasn't worried about losing the rap battle, but you look so fucking crazy right now. You fucking copped mad pleas, and then you went back to the store and copped more pleas, and you were like, he called Drake his nigga on the song. He was like, oh, we're still mans though, after you did songs with multiple ops. You look crazy right now. Like most people don't know that these were songs with A$AP Rocky and Daylight that were recorded before the beef, and that J. Cole and his team probably just decided to put out because there was money put into the projects in the first place.
Were they not? I thought he was features on those songs.
He was features.
It's not his team that even worries about that.
Yeah. So, but like, and then did Drake not like the tweet that basically said that obviously J. Cole, obviously J. Cole picked a side.
Yeah. I mean, I've never really been a fan of J. Cole. So like all of this stuff that people are like, oh,
that's
because
like people be telling him.
No, I just never liked the music. I just never liked. Honestly, it wasn't until that Might Delete Later that was the first body of work I've actually liked from Drake. And then I didn't like this song. J. Cole. And then I didn't like the song that he just put out either. Like it just that was the first time I heard multiple songs that I liked from J. Cole on one project.
And then this song was like verse, hook, big ass second verse, long ass second verse. I don't know. It's just like Cole is probably gonna drop a project soon. I'm still gonna listen to it because it's Cole, and I'm a fan of rappers who rap. Like, so I'm still gonna listen to it. But if you're talking hot shit and if you popping your shit on that album, then it's gonna side eye. I'm gonna side eye when you're popping your shit, because when it came down to that action for real, you tucked your tail and you ran like a little girl. So
that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Cardi and Offset, man. It seems that we just can't get to the end of this one here. He hasn't been clear in any way, shape, or form. He tells us on one side he wants to get a divorce and he wants to get rid of her,
and nobody wants her.
And then he shows up at the family reunion dancing with his quinceañera.
He showed up at Cardi's grandmother's birthday party.
Over here dancing with Tia.
Yeah, like in the Bronx
at the family
Spanish? Home. Tia.
I thought Tia was on.
Tia was on. I'm gonna look it up.
But yeah, you see him dancing with the family. I think somebody made an important tweet though. I think I should note. Nobody was black in that room. Nobody was black in that room at all.
Everyone was Dominican.
There was no black people in that room. This was all white Dominicans. This was all white Dominicans.
They're not white Dominicans.
Hey man, that's what it looked like. I'm talking about in the video.
I'm just saying, in the video, they don't look like white Dominicans. They look like black Dominicans.
I wasn't the only person who said that. When I saw the tweets, I seen it, I agreed. White Dominicans.
All the hair texture was like kinky straight. It was giving black Dominican.
It was giving wavy. It was giving a wigger maxing. But then it kind of gets a little crazier. She has an event at a club. Abuela, that's what it is. Yep. So they have an event at the club. It was supposed to be just her event.
Up on her.
It was just supposed to be her event. He don't pop up on her. He got his own section. It's not popping up on you. That's just being at the same place you at.
He didn't fucking was like, oh, I'm gonna be there. You're hosting tonight.
Yeah.
Like, yes,
popping up on you is going to your section.
She was there. She did not know he was gonna be there. He ended up there. He popped up on her, regardless of the fact that he was in the same section or not. He popped up on her.
I don't agree. I feel
continue, because that's what he did. He popped up on her.
Don't agree. He showed up to the same club. There was awkward contention in the club.
I be trying to roll my eyes hard so that y'all can see when I'm rolling my eyes too.
Contention was in the club. She said that. Didn't she say that she wasn't even aware that he was gonna show up at all?
She was not aware.
Hey man, shout out to you.
He popped up on her.
Hey,
because she was 100% unaware that he was going to be there.
Offset,
that's a pop up.
Offset clearly is the kind of individual that he believes, hey, I don't want you, but I also don't want anyone else to want you.
That's dangerous.
So I completely,
I know, like, we're having a comical conversation, but that's a very dangerous state of mind for a person that you're leaving to be having.
Yeah,
if I can't have you, nobody else will.
But I just completely understand where he's coming from in all these actions. He's doing everything out the playbook. Like he's working out, trying to get like the other nigga. Mm-hmm. You seen the post of him doing his curls?
So allegedly, the person that Cardi B cheated with was Stephon Diggs. And when I saw that, I was like, period. A football player who was very popular with the ladies.
A football player who his own teammates all once said they would never let him anywhere near
I saw sister. That because he be smashing pussy, period. Done. Just like he was smashing Cardi's.
Is he smashing pussy or is he just treating women as disposable objects?
Smashing pussy. Same thing. She was married. She didn't want that nigga to marry her. She wanted some dick and she got it.
Well,
from the NFL.
Offset did the right thing. He made up a story. That's what I believe he did. So he went to the press.
These niggas are toxic. Let me say that. Like Offset and Cardi as a couple, seem very toxic.
I'm just gonna keep it real for you. If my wife is over here trying to leave me for another nigga, I'm definitely putting gay rumors on that nigga, dog. Off top. I mean, you gonna like him more. I can't do that with my wife. She gonna like him more with the gay rumors. So I'm gonna put some.
Ally.
That's disgusting. That's disgusting. All right, so there's
and I would only rock with bi rumors.
So this is more than bi rumors right here. So there's a gentleman by the name of Chris Blake Griffin. That's the Griffith.
Not Chris Griffin.
Not Griffin. Griffith.
Griffith. Okay, I was about to be like Family Guy.
He accused Stefon Diggs of drugging him and trying to have sex with him, claiming it was a part of getting him jumped by. It also played a part of him getting jumped by Stefon's brother. I believe it is the brother that's a player.
Stefon has a brother
that plays for the Cowboys. Yeah, plays for the Cowboys.
Oh, that's a talented
So
family.
I just want to read like
imagine how they daddy feel. Yeah,
if he around, we don't know if he around. We gotta check
wow, and I hate black men.
I'm just saying, I don't know. Because I would assume I would see more of him if that was the case. So let's go right here. So let me see where he says. Okay, here we go. Them other guys don't know the depravity of all this shit is that Stefon tried to drug me, then have sex with me, and I escaped unscathed. Thank you, Jesus. But I now knew his secret, and it didn't sit well with him. Weeks later, his brother. Weeks later, after his failed sexual attempt on me, because I don't play like that and never have, Michonne realized that I was no longer affiliated with his half brother. So this not the brother that played. And because he's broke, not even being funny, but like actually he doesn't have any money and has like 3
Stefon?
kids. No, he's talking about the brother. He said, not even being funny. He's actually doesn't have any money. He has 3 kids and actually doesn't have money. That's fucked up. Stefon doesn't take care of him because he didn't meet him until he was like 12 or something. So his brother just over here mad. So basically he gets into it. This gentleman right here, I'm show you with a picture of what he looks like. Light-skinned brother. Clearly you got a type. You like the red ones. He looked like a female Cardi B slick.
That's his brother?
No, that's the man that said he got raped.
Oh.
He got attempted rape.
He's cute.
Hey, that's what I would do if I was Offset. I'd pay this man thousands to sully this man's name.
Yeah, tell them niggas that you gay and he tried to rape you so that everyone thinks that the nigga who fucked my baby mom is a gay rapist.
Yeah, like how upset you would be if this was for real too. Like, not only did you get a pussy away, you gave a pussy away with my kid in the stomach with a queer. That nigga could have had AIDS. You wouldn't have known.
It is 2024.
Okay, just because he get taking prep.
The whole trope that the gay community with the HIV and AIDS is so tired now.
I mean, it's not a trope though. That's
the gay men they do not play about their status whatsoever. It's straight people who have that shit more than gay people now.
No, I'm pretty sure we look it up. It's still.
So let's prove the fact that you hate black men has been solidified because Aaron Diggs died of heart failure. Stefon Diggs.
That's not
father.
his other brother. Oh, his brother. Oh, that was
his father.
Oh,
yeah.
well,
So he's not. You
I said if he wasn't around,
and he hasn't been around because the nigga died at 39 years old. That's sad.
I wasn't saying it like I hated it. I said if the nigga around, I didn't know because you know why I said that was because if my sons, regardless of the relationship, or 2 of them are in the NFL, you're gonna see my ass everywhere. So that's why I said it's weird that you don't see him around.
Because he did. It's fuck.
Makes sense. And I said that's why I said if he's around. I never said the thing like you implied it like it's abandonment. I just meant he could have passed away. Or he could just not be in the picture for whatever reasons. I support black men, not you don't. Don't do that. Don't do that. Stefon, man, you can't be out here. This is what you kind of get a little bit, man. Don't be messing with niggas want women. Like straight like that. If these are 2 things are, connected, this is what you get, nigga.
I don't think Offset has enough power or money to make things happen in the media.
What? You don't think Offset could pay a nigga a couple $1,000s to make up a story?
Oh yeah, pay the nigga.
Yeah, that's 100%. All he need to do.
Yeah,
nigga, all he did was go on fucking Instagram. Nigga didn't go to the authorities.
Complicated than that. Like he went to the media outlets.
No, nigga just went. He just went on Instagram. Nigga said, "Hey man, post this for me real quick, big dog." Like that's exactly what I would have did, nigga.
Yeah,
$100.
That's super easy.
A couple $100. Probably gave that nigga like $2,000. He probably still owe him another $4,000, but he ain't gonna give him that. He just gave him $2,000 just to post that, nigga. I'm ruining your life too, nigga.
If you don't give him the other $4,000, then the nigga's gonna come out and be like, he made me post this.
It don't matter, nigga. The lie is way better than the truth. That's all niggas gonna remember, nigga. You tried to get squirrely with the red nigga. He wasn't having it. But damn, man, I could definitely see where he looked like I could see where he get mistaken though. He does look a little gay. Like, I can see where he could be like, oh yeah, this nigga, he down with it. It's like when Malik, we talked about this before the show.
Who?
Malik, The game when the big man came.
Oh yeah.
That's what Tyrone. That's what Stephon Diggs did, young. Stephon Diggs nasty. Well, again, this is all alleged allegations from Chris Blake Griffith. But man, I just thought it was important that we see that Offset ain't stopping. Offset. This is part of my theory. Is Offset is all the mastermind of all this, and he gonna get his family and his side bitch back.
And I don't think Offset is this smart.
That's 8. That's 8.
What else do we got?
We got to salute FBG Duck's Mama Duck. She's doing something I think is extremely hard and probably
necessary, super
challenging too. Just to think about the mental she got to be in after been kind of fighting this and trying to advocate for this. If y'all not know, Mama Duck has been a big advocate in Chicago about ending violence and ending the gang conversations and things of that nature. And she has sued not only Lil Durk, but the estate of King Von for the death of her son.
As she should. Well, King Von was like proven to be the one who killed him, right?
They wouldn't say proven, but his men, the guys who were actually there the night he died, a lot of those men were arrested for being in the involvement of the killing of FBG Duck. I think this is amazing though. Like for her to just take that and not allowing them to make this kind of music that's been, disparaging against her son.
Because they were literally making music like smoking on your son. Like that's crazy. After you lose your son, you have to like listen to cars riding down the block with rappers talking about how they killed him and taunting you. Like that's crazy.
Like club anthems that have this stuff going on in it. I hope there could be more, but I think the problem with it is a lot of these kids are not getting killed by people who are adjacent to these big time rappers. Like these guys, it was a public feud. Like I always thought it was the stupidest thing, and it kind of showed how dumb they all kind of were, was that y'all was making money off of this feud. Why would y'all not empower each other and just make a front? Just make it a front. Like everybody, we beefing when we on camera and around each other, but
just like Kanye and 50 did when they were both dropping albums at the same time.
That was studio shit. I'm talking about just having intelligence. Like my enemy is way more valuable alive than dead. Yeah. Because now I have someone I can always go back to and shit on. I can always go back.
But it's nigga shit.
But even if it's nigga shit, we making money off of it. Why are we gonna kill each other and end our money?
Because nigga shit don't make sense.
Again, that's why I said these niggas aren't Sprite. Yeah. That was the first time I first started. Is you would think you would take advantage of this. Because I say this all the time. You know how one of the things that picked up for Logan and Jake Paul was they used to beef with each other. They used to make diss songs going back at each other, so people would follow and stay engaged with them. So like
the whole time they're best of brothers. The best of brothers.
And this is why I just don't see this here. This could have been all that. All y'all niggas had checking. Hey, this is gonna be the storyline this week. This is what we gonna do this week. Y'all could partly eliminate a lot of the deaths. Because now niggas don't really gotta die. You can just shoot at them.
Just have fake beef.
You can just shoot at niggas, but don't kill them. Just shoot at the area. Oh, we got this going on. This happened here. All you gotta do.
I feel like hip hop and rap is so toxic that like if there were multiple shootings that ended in nobody getting hit, like people would be upset and they'd be like, somebody got to get hit because all of y'all niggas don't know how to aim. No. Like
Lil Baby just had like 3 instances like that.
If this happened for a long time, like if this was a regular thing and there were shootings but no deaths and nobody got even injured, eventually, don't you think that people would be like, what the fuck is going, like none of you niggas know how to aim and shoot for real.
I think that would be more the conversation.
Yes, like you can't make shooting shit up music if you shooting shit up and missing everybody.
I will say this, Lucas from Lucasfilms, the one who did Star Wars, made a whole series off of a group of soldiers that couldn't hit shit.
The Mandalorian,
the stormtroopers.
The stormtroopers.
That's literally canon. So
they didn't shoot shit.
You can make a good storyline with niggas who can't shoot shit.
But Star Wars fans are not the hood.
Shit. Same. It's a lot of similar premises. You got the dark side. You got niggas who think they on the light. You got demons. You got monsters.
Yeah.
I just felt like that was always just a horrible way that you could just allow yourself to just be a crash out for shit that you don't even really know where this shit all stemmed from. Like they all used to be friends.
Yeah, of course.
That's the crazy. When you hear the stories about they all was cool, they always on the same block, and then all it was one nigga or niggas that got on sides with other niggas, and now we didn't have to change everything because it's done. We ended lives now, so it is what it is. Unfortunate though. But again, I want to hope She said she's also doing music companies and record labels. Yo, that's...
I think that if she was able to get this lawsuit off the ground and actually win, that would be amazing.
That would be a whole new precedent.
Yes.
Because now you can go back to...
Because these record labels have life insurance policies out against these rappers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
When they die, they make a benefit off of it.
Yeah. I mean, that doesn't adhere to them being a part of the problem. But when you go into the fact that they're giving them money, like you have a video of King Von breaking down 100 racks with the niggas that killed FBG Duck. Like, so once you start to break all that down and you start to really get into it, it's like, no, you're enabling a criminal enterprise.
Yes. And I think that she has a basis to file criminal charges against them. And I hope that it works out for you, ma'am.
No, for sure. I really do wish you the best because you've lost 2 sons to this war.
That's so sad.
And
no parent should bury 2 of their children.
And both of those kids were ridiculed in music by the individuals that she's.
And then there's art literally like solidified in making fun of your son's deaths. That's like I couldn't imagine how that feels as a mother, as a parent in general. Like that's fucked up. And then these niggas are still walking around making money.
King Von isn't, but
King. Thank God that nigga was a serial killer. Somebody needs to get him off the streets.
I mean, well, we can just get into some quick little sports hits, and then we can go. Cam Newton just signed with what's his name? ESPN to be on First Take. So congratulations to you, Cam Newton. My wife didn't know we've been talking about your content for months, and she thought you was just some nigga just jumping interview to interview.
With the ugliest wardrobe and the stupidest hat and feathers.
Oh, you made sure to say that in every episode. You made sure to say that about his.
Yeah, I hate the way he looks.
I mean, hey, that's family, so you know,
It's not genetic wise the what I hate about him. It's everything he chooses to put on his body. That I
feel you. I just say he salute. That's just family for me. That's all.
That nigga, I've seen him in person over and over again.
I imagine. You know,
he looks stupid in person every single time I see him.
Hey, like I said, that's family.
And he act poor and broke, but that's probably why he has money. But every time I see him, that nigga,
that's a good way to
asking a bunch of questions, taking up space and time, and just being a broke nigga.
He just I don't think that's what he's doing. I think he's just
that's what he does. In my experience with him in person in real life. Do you have experiences of what you experience Cam to be like in real life for you to speak to?
No, I can only just speak to the family member he's impregnated.
Okay, so he didn't impregnate you, so.
Oh shit! And then Kendrick Perkins, he also is on ESPN, and you're a piece of shit, my guy. Like real shit. So this report comes out today. Kendrick Perkins has co-founded a company named Nilly. That already sounds deceptive. In which he's offering college athletes upfront cash in exchange for a portion of their NIL earnings. So my nigga's giving payday loans
for scholarships in general, like or NIL. So they're because I thought of them as scholarships for a reason, but there are deals that the football players.
So it's not just football, but let me just add this one little part.
College sports people.
I'm gonna explain everything to you in just a moment, honey. So just for this, while Perkins is meant to provide financial security, critics warn that it's an exploitative and it's compared to high interest loans. So NIL is name, image, likeness. What that allows you as an individual playing in any college sport, you can sign deals with companies. Beforehand, you couldn't even get a job for real when you play college sports. But now you can go in and sell your likeness to whoever you want. What they're doing here is saying, hey, hypothetically, you may not have any deals yet, but you know you're going to perform and do well. We give you $100,000 at a 10% interest rate.
But what if the kid never makes it to the NFL?
It's not about the NFL. NIL has nothing to do with NFL. It's name, image, likeness.
Yeah, but this is a college football thing, right?
Yeah, no, it's an NIL thing, meaning, so, okay, the best way to explain it
it's not just for college players.
It's for NIL. So college players, anybody, college, high school, anybody can get NIL.
So if you're in the NFL, are you doing NIL deals?
Yes, but not the same way. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Let me explain here. So college and high school, you have a name, your image, and your likeness. You at first were not allowed to sell those and get money. Now that you are, what he is offering is, like I said, I'm explaining. I give you 100 racks, and then you give me 50% of your NIL. The problem is there's not a guarantee that you're going to get one an NIL deal. That it's going to secure you enough to be able to pay back the loan, because like I said, it's going to high interest loan. And then there's also no guarantee of you assisting you find deals.
I understand all of that. I was just asking if NIL deals are...
That's just an endorsement deal.
Are exclusively for high school and college students.
NIL is what they call endorsement deals for high school.
Okay, that's what I was asking in general. So I was thinking that he was giving out these loans to college students who are not even like prospects of the NFL, and there was no way for them to even make enough money to pay this back in the like that's what I was thinking about, and that's really fucked up for the people, for the players who do get the deals and then they make it into the NFL. Then it is still predatory, but
well, the thing is this: the deals you can make it depends on where you at and where you play school. Like if you go to school at Duke, you can make that NIL money back. Because there's a lot of stuff around you, a lot of groups and internal people who are going to help you facilitate those things. So for some people, it could. The thing is, like you said, he could be doing this with anybody. There's no regulations. So he could go in and say, hey, you just got accepted D1. It was your last offer. The only D1 offer you have. You may make some NIL money. Here you go. Like, let me give you this 100 racks with a 30% interest.
And then did they say what the interest was on these?
They just said that the experts compared it to high interest loans.
So like college loans.
I mean college loans for the most part.
High interest as fuck.
No, it's just they're compounding interest. But high interest would be like 7, 9, 10%. Like shit like that.
A mortgage.
Yeah. Higher than that, than a mortgage.
There's something else trying to go in my eye.
Okay, we'll wrap up in a little bit. Just look cute for a couple seconds.
You can't do that while something's
you can.
You just don't fiber want to. On my eyelash.
You just don't want to. I saw this happening though. Like I knew this was going to be what was going to be the end goal of this, because that's the only way you really make money out of a situation like this is just charge entry to everybody. Just be like, hey, no, we're just going to tax everything. We'll give you some money to help you out, and then we'll just tax you to oblivion. So hey, at least the college players, y'all gonna get some student loans or athletic loans.
Yeah, that's
welcome
crazy.
To the party.
Not going to college and on a scholarship and not having to take out student loans and then taking out a loan for some other shit is.
But that happens actually more common than you think.
Does it? The
sports a lot of those players, like when this is how it usually used to happen. When you would be time for you to go get drafted, you NFL or NBA. You would get an agent, and sometimes that agent would loan you a little bit of money so you can live like a pro.
Okay, I thought you meant like in college still.
Oh no, it'd be like right after.
I was like, they give these niggas stipends for everything. In my schools, they did the athletes wanted for nothing.
It depends, because a lot of times those athletes got families and stuff that they also have to take care of with what they're doing. So that's why the stipends seem like a lot when you're a broke college kid.
Yeah, for yourself, but
when
enough.
You actually look at the expenses that they have and having to keep themselves in good shape and healthy, like it's rough, it's tough. That stuff isn't really enough.
The schedule of college athlete is crazy, because you got to keep your grades up, and then you got to wake up at 5 a.m. to go to practice and then go to class right after. Absolutely insane. I couldn't do it.
But yo, Kendrick Perkins, you should definitely be ashamed of yourself if you're charging these kids high interest loans, bro. You had a successful career. You came straight out of high school to be an NBA player. I think you won a couple championships, and for you just to now look at this as an opportunity to steal. I would say steal from your own brothers coming up.
That is stealing, yeah.
That shit is gross, yo. That shit is trash.
I agree.
All right, I think we're good. Nothing too much else we got to get into. You been good though? Everything? You got everything off your chest? I want you to feel like this is a space where you as a woman can be opinionated and voice those thoughts.
I'm gonna do that anyways.
That's peace. It is. It is definitely peace. All right, let's get up out of here. I'm gonna wrap it up. It's funny too. When we did that Mean Girls review, that says something else. Never mind. All right, life is a labor of love. So let's keep building these moments together. And remember, your job is not your family. The only thing you should be exploiting is these corporations. I want to thank you again for listening to Talk FNF TV. Let them know what they got to do.
And follow us on all of the social media at talk.fnf.tv on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and subscribe, like, and leave a comment on YouTube. Let us know if you agree with us or disagree with us. All of the things. Love you. Bye.